I have one question.
Yeah.
Where do you get the rare tigers?
Wrong
answer. Oh, it didn't let me shoot.
In a land where you have skill.
I'm disappointed. I wanted to shoot past you.
Yeah, I can't even hit fire right now.
Did they change? There we go. Anyway. Mel's here. She's going to teach us how to kill rare tigers and stuff.
Yeah.
Why are you walking like that?
This is how you hunt. You walk backwards like this.
I hope you can see the screen because it looks hilarious.
I have no idea. Where are we going? I'm walking into things now.
We can go down to like some of these lakes and see if tigers show up.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
What's up, Mick?
Gotta remember as well, I've got no audio, so if you hear growls...
Oh, I'm not gonna say a thing then.
Okay. It's fine. I'm better at hunting tigers than you anyway.
I brought tiger bait. That's my description.
But I'm not wearing the meat dress.
They should have put that should be the Nepal outfit.
And she does have the song that goes rah rah.
Yikes. Should we do no spotting outline today?
We can.
We'll try it, I guess. How do I even turn it off?
Interface, clues, hide all animal clues, I think is what it is.
Oh, that would remove tracks though.
Yeah, it does.
There's a spotting outline option. I'm gonna just do that.
Is there a spotting outline option? Yeah, there is. Off. There we go.
Hey, bottom boy.
Hello, everybody. I can't see chat, but hello.
You're here in the spirit, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm the voice in your head. Which is normally how it works, to be fair. One of us is in the other's brain, normally.
Yeah,
and then you message me, and you're like, oh, have you seen this? Or, oh, did you know this? And I was like, oh, I was just about to message you.
We have the same ideas nonstop. Mel sounds so distant. I think she sounds fine. I can turn her up a little bit.
I am a ghost hovering in the background.
Ghost of Tigers Past.
I mean, considering the amount of times that I've died to tigers, maybe I am just dead.
How many times have those been on purpose? Or like,
most
at least
of them.
Yeah.
Most of them, if I'm honest with you. Normally, I see one, it dies.
Yeah, I think the rare one... No, I was killed one other time running around where... Like, I wasn't at least letting them get close first, on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, I tend to, be like, no, you. And just don't let them kill me. That's just... If you say no, legally they can't kill you.
Is that all I need? I said no like 500 times when that pseudomela got me, and it still ate me.
You didn't say it loud enough for the tiger to hear.
Oh, they have bad hearing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they're so hard to get close to.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I hear they're like impossible to... I don't think you can actually kill them on this map.
No. I mean, there's no tigers on this map. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's clickbait.
It is all clickbait.
Hey, Ribbit.
Just because there's a tiger in the trailer does not mean that there is a tiger on the map.
We did have some interesting opinions with this release, I gotta be honest.
It kept confusing me so much, because I don't just... Like, I would never have been like, oh yeah, no, there's tigers coming. Even off of the growl, I was like, it's some kind of big predator. I wasn't like, it's tigers. I wasn't saying it's tigers until we knew it was tigers, and then I said it's tigers because there was tigers in the trailer, and then I got told that tigers weren't coming and I was jumping the gun, and I was like, what? I don't just say things.
Maybe people didn't want to see tigers, and I guess I get that, but I've never seen such like apprehension for something cool.
Huh.
Is this a real British person? No, this is AI. It's pretty advanced, right?
Hello.
I have AI friends.
I am the android sent by Cyberlife. Yeah, you
What
do
did you
have
say?
it. I said I'm the android sent by Cyberlife. Look, cultured people will get the reference.
I can't
It's a
even make
game.
out what you're saying right now. Your AI needs an update to be more understandable.
What do you mean, bro? I'm not
Android
being...
what now?
I said, hello, I am Mel. I am the android sent by Cyberlife. It's from a game. Be cultured. It's from Detroit Become Human. Like,
Okay,
I'm
Mick
sure there's
got it,
people
yeah.
in the chat, yeah. Not, like, that insane just yet.
Android
Like-
was about the only... I never heard you say I'm Mel. I heard Android Cyber something.
Just, I am an android, I guess.
We spooked it. Oh, wow. It is weird without the spotting outline.
I am kind of used to having it off because I turn it off when I like film things quite a lot. I do not. Oh, there it is. Defensive. Why is it defensive?
That's a multiplayer thing. It's just fleeing.
Okay.
I've seen that before, too. I wonder... Hopefully the tigers don't act weird.
Just freeze mid pounce. Defensive. T-posing tiger. You know the GIF that they posted of the tiger
it's
walking on two legs? Yeah.
Yeah. If one walks out like that, I'm ending the stream, just so we're clear. I don't want that in my nightmares.
Oh, it'd be so good for like Halloween though.
They changed the multiplayer animations. They're so weird.
I was watching your character low-key before and the blinking is kind of odd.
The blinking.
I think it was blinking. Something with the eyes was putting me off. I can't remember. I was doing something else and I was like, why are your eyes like that, bro?
It's just how I
Why
am.
are you
Man.
looking at me like that? Yeah, well that explains why you can't hunt good.
I can't hunt no good.
You can't hunt no good?
Wow. Alright. The mere fact that I hit a vital with no spotting outline, I'm encouraged, so... Remy frolicking in the flowers.
It's like the meme that I like to run through fields of wheat meme. If there's any British people in chat, they will get that. One of our politicians in their things was like, I like to run through fields of wheat. It just became such a meme. So
What a strange thing to say.
I know, it was just bizarre.
We're just
Yes.
getting started, Gabriel. I've killed one thing.
One nil guy. I like the nil
One guy.
guy. One guy. One dude. Not five guys.
One guy named Nil. Not five guys.
Took you a second.
Can I give you another purr? No, I will never do that again. It was a mistake.
I am never gonna stop bullying you about that.
That it was a mistake?
No, just the fact that you purr on stream.
Oh, I thought you said believe. See, I can't understand this
Bullying,
British accent.
bullying. What do you mean?
I heard believe.
Bro, we spend so much time in chat talking to one another. How do you not understand me at this point?
I just sort of nod my head and agree.
So mean. Oh, I mean, I could make it worse. I could do the Somerset accent, and then nobody will understand.
You can go right ahead.
Well, down here in Somerset, we like to hunt the roe deer. There's
This
no
might-
roe deer on Sundarpatan. How do you say Sundarpatan in the Somerset accent?
I can understand that better.
No, you can't. That is lies.
Maybe it was because it was easy to wrap my head around, but
What, hunting the roe deer in Somerset?
yeah.
I remember when I went to South Africa to see my fiance, to see him for the first time. And I did that accent because I was joking about where I'm from, and he just looked at me and went, "That is not a real accent." And I was like, "Yes, it is." I had to show him clips of people from where I live that
You
have a
should just
stronger
take him there.
accent. Yeah, well, soon, hopefully. Be like, look,
Gideon
Israel.
says, "What's a kilometer?" 100 kilometers.
Oh. It's 1 kilometer over that way. I
What's
don't know
up, K-Flow?
distances. It's about approximately over there.
My favorite quote I've ever heard. Hey, there's a tiger.
Oh. There is
So,
a tiger.
do we just go shoulder to shoulder and run at it and see what happens?
Yeah. Ready?
All right. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, we're pretty good.
Come here, kitty, kitty,
This
kitty.
should be interesting.
Come on.
Okay, you're right downwind. Surely, there you go.
I was gonna say my rares were far more it says defensive for me, but that is
It's
clearly
aggressive, yeah.
aggressive. I guess everything is just gonna be defensive.
No, lame.
Why like this?
Oh, I missed.
It got hit at least once, and I can't see.
This game's 12
It'll
times harder with
die.
no spotting outline.
Yeah,
he's
well,
dying.
it's wall hacks. That's what I seen someone say. It's wall hack.
I guess, like, it does look like that if you're looking through trees, but it's not a wall. Like, there
A
isn't
tree
an
is a
actual...
wall.
Well, yeah, but the
Don't
branches,
you
I guess.
know?
Actually, walls are made of trees, believe it or not.
Exactly. Some walls are made of trees.
Some trees are made of walls.
Fact. Yeah. But don't smell the trees.
Who told... What was that from? That was a
That
random...
was your MedVed video. And I remember you messaging me at the time being like, I'm on a MedVed multiplayer, and this dude just put in chat, don't smell the trees. And I was like, what?
I'm sure he was having an excellent trip. Are the tigers still as aggressive in multiplayer? Well, that one went aggressive, but it fled, but I kind of think it's because the water was in the way.
It was intimidated by my big female presence.
Big female.
Huge female. I'm
like
just
spotting
so
deer IRL
built
with a
like that.
nice light outline.
Yeah.
That's how you hunt them most effectively.
Wait, do you guys not have that? That when you spot an animal in real life, there's like a silhouette around it? Do you not have that?
Well, with a spotlight, it works good.
Typical PA
Wow, we
hunter.
both did really well. You can go ahead and look at that.
Oh, right in the tail. That's my best shot ever.
I dropped it's in
You got
the
it in the
second
intestine.
video today. I dropped a Tibetan fox with a 44 shot to the tail.
I mean, data is small.
Yeah,
I
they don't
enjoy
like that.
I enjoy slaughtering them with the 300 or 308.
Yeah, I don't
Just-
shoot a lot of them ethically.
No, me neither.
The yaks have leucistic. They do, right?
I have seen one posted. And I don't know how to feel about it. I need to see one for myself, I think.
I wouldn't be
And it
shocked
was-
if they have several variants.
Yeah, seeing as it was a female too, it could be like the tigers,
Oh,
where
was
the
it?
females and males look different. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a female.
Because
I'm
I've only
pretty
like
sure.
been told that it was killed by someone. I don't even is the content out or was it a screenshot?
I don't know. It was I think it was a screenshot from either a stream or a video. Like it had
Okay.
a face cam on it, so
Okay, I'd imagine that's been released then.
I would assume so.
I don't
Seeing
want
as
to like
people were
completely
talking
spoil
about it.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I got a fabled albino piebald melanistic today. That's the video. You know, because
That's-
spoilers.
Yeah. I'm sure that's definitely what happened.
I have legitimately seen someone say that they killed a fabled melanistic albino something once, and I was like, what do you mean? And it was a fabled birch moose that they were.
Source, trust me,
Yeah.
bro.
Definitely trust me, bro.
Slop, thanks for becoming a Shusty, by the way, and Bryce, thank you for the 21 months. The map is looking really good.
It's so pretty. I love it.
The tigers are cool. The snow leopards are like as elusive as advertised.
They're my boys. I love
Blue
the snow
sheep are,
leopards.
You have to be the only person that has any trophy snow leopards, right? And
Believe
plural,
so.
by the way.
Yeah, just
Brr.
you know, casual fact. Was that a purr, Flinter?
No, it was a nil guy. You suck. purr.
It sounded like a purr.
If you wanted it to sound like a purr, I guess. Hey, gun up. Was that a purr?
Not again. Oh, I have had a tiger at this little tiny pond.
I had it here 2 or 3 times in a row. I was like, is this lake broken? And then I haven't had one since.
Weird. Well, that's just what they're like, though. They just move around a lot.
Yep. I had 5 at one lake that I didn't know they drank at.
5? That's the most I've heard of. I've had a couple, but not 5.
It might have been 4 and then a new one spawned in place of like the 3 that I got the first time.
Came in quick. That does happen, so. It does happen, because I used to have it quite a lot with bears on SRP at certain spots. Like, you'd go to the other side of the lake, and then by the time you got there was new respawns in the zone you just come from.
Yeah, I saw that at least once with tigers, too, because I was going along the river, and I killed a female. I ran over, claimed it, ran back to the side of the river I was on, and I looked, and there was another female standing there, and I was like, wait, huh?
Yeah.
But it had to have just spawned in.
Yeah, it just spawned in and got there really quick.
The lack of shadow barking's concerning. It'll happen, don't worry.
I'm just glad that my burb isn't screaming. I did kind of bribe him before stream. I was like, listen, have some millet, and you'll be good. Millet. It's like, how do I explain what millet is?
Your bird has a mullet?
Well, he's a cockatiel, so he has the crest. It's just like seeds on like a, I don't know how you describe it. Like, imagine corn on the cob, but with loads of little tiny seeds. Kind of like that on a stick.
Okay.
And they love it. They absolutely love it. And he's just sat there now next to it, like, yeah.
This is the life. Does Mel stream? She doesn't stream, but she makes plenty of YouTube videos. If you click the @ there in my stream title, you can check out her channel.
Don't. My videos suck. I'm a terrible content creator.
Yeah. Do you pick up your kills, by the way?
What? Which ones? Oh, like, on Great One Grinds, yeah.
That was a reference.
It took me a minute. Listen, bruh. I'm so tired.
Well, you haven't been hunting this map that much, okay?
No, I know. Oh, and I'm definitely hacking in the early access build.
That's a crazy comment.
I have never been accused of that before, and I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
You hacker in your early access?
3 red tigers and 2 diamond snow leopards? That's just too much. I have been playing this map for like 12 to 13 or sometimes even longer hours every day for, what was it, on Friday it would have been 9 days since we've had access. And it's like, I have been putting in some work, bro. These things don't just appear for me.
Minus the fact that you needed an addiction intervention.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours.
We
hunting tigers.
More amounts of addicted to this game. It's only going to get worse when like it fully releases, because Greater One is a thing.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can do some like probably evening grinding streams at some point. Probably you, Kyle.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
And you guys will get great ones, and I won't.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not getting this one. I just have a feeling.
You're gonna get it.
No, probably not. Yeah, but then I say that, right, my partner, Johan, every time he gets he's like, Mel, you do this every time. You say, oh, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. And then you get it. And it's like, yeah, but I don't want to tempt fate.
What was the one? Was it Moose? Yeah, Moose was the one you were convinced you weren't getting. Which it did take you forever, as it did me.
Yes, well, mine was between 7.8 and 8,000 kills across like 3 different maps. So I was convinced I was never getting that one. And then he showed up. It was so random because I'd completely given up, basically.
I remember that, yeah.
And I was just like, I felt ill. I can't remember. Something happened and I was having a really sick day and I was like, I'm going to shoot some moose because why not? You know, what's it going to do? At least it'll give me some cash. And I did 1 run and it spawned. And I was like, what? I lost my actual mind.
I always wonder, because, like, obviously there's RNG and stuff involved, and I always wonder, like, because, how did I do? What just happened?
What?
I, like, went to claim this, and then I backed out of it, and I ended up back here somehow?
Well,
that was weird.
Try not having skill issues.
I guess that'll maybe solve it. But
rabbits are really hard to shoot when you can't see them.
Oh, is that
Did
right?
You know that? Yeah.
Never would have guessed.
But yeah, I get what you were going to say though. Like, if I'd done that one run previously, would it have spawned?
Yeah.
Or is it because I did it on that day at that time?
Exactly. Because I got my great one bear right after I had done a stream, and I had issues on that stream, so we mostly grinded moose. And it was like, could I have gotten it? Or maybe that was fallow, actually. But either way.
Was fallow. I remember it.
I got it right after streaming.
Yeah.
And it was just like, had I kept going on stream when I had gotten it live? Who knows?
These Barasinger are not acting normal. Are they acting normal for you?
No, they're just walking around down there.
Yeah, that one's running in place.
Come here, Jimmy. I'd like to speak with you.
Oh, look, there's a dark red one.
That's Tarzan. Leave him alone. Okay, he's just standing there dying.
Yeah, they can all die then. Get some respawns. Just die, bro.
Just collapsed over there.
I may or may not have shot them with the 300, but, you know. That's how you... This is the pro strats. This is how you get the respawns. And then get massive, giant diamond Barasinger.
I do want one. I saw yours. It looks amazing.
Yeah, when I picked that up and it was max weight, I was like, that's a big boy.
The brow tines on that one are ridiculous.
They're nuts, right? Like, I thought that first level 5 that I saw was huge, and then it trolled, and I was like, well, how big are they going to get? And I seen that second one, and like, when he turned his head, the width of his antlers as well, like the spread, I was like, oh, he's big. I like the Barasinger. I was going to say, is this you dead? Because all I could see was glowing out like. Yeah. This is, you got eaten by a tiger, huh? Dark red. Best fur type. Just because I have a diamond one. But it's also the fur type that I wanted a diamond of. What did you just shoot? Was it a rabbit? It looked massive. It's not a rabbit, it's a hare. I must get it right. It looked massive.
It's a lagomorph. Was that another one?
Lagomorph. I don't know.
Might have been. Did you jump?
Yeah, I jumped.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I am a hare. Just so you know.
Oh.
It's one of the many things that I am, as well as a rain frog.
And a Brit.
And a Brit. Yeah. I'm a British rain frog.
Where do you get the 44 lever action? What the heck's that? Good lord. Every time. The one with the e-collar.
Ambusher pack.
Yeah, ambusher.
Every
time someone asks, I'm like,
I can never remember that one's in the ambusher pack because it's just kind of random that it's in there. Yeah, because it's that, the e-collar, and the Stenberg or Sternberg or whatever takedown recurve. Can never pronounce it right.
It's really only worth it for the 44.
Yeah. The recurve's nice though. Killed a great one with that.
What was it, fallow?
Whitetail. I think that's the one I did with no HUD on.
Huh.
Yeah. It was one of the last ones I got. Actually, it might have been the last one I got. Yeah. I know I did it just after the ambusher pack came out because I tried using the e-collar to call it in because I was going to do like, using the ambusher pack to take down this great one that spawned, but it would not respond to the e-collar. So I was like, okay then.
Well.
I shall just walk up to you and stick an arrow through your lungs. And then he died.
Yeah, usually things don't like that. Aha.
Really? Is that
Toiga?
Oh. Picks up that albino. Oh. It's orange. Is boring.
I know.
Orange and not
well,
max
I did
weight.
get the one, but most of my tigers are boring.
Yeah, they are. You didn't even get a different rare to me.
Oh, yeah, no, I had to copy you.
How do you feel to be second?
Feels like number 2, you know?
Oh, good one. It's
You've
alright.
seen green tigers? Whoa.
Green tigers? Well, there were pink do you remember the pink lions thing?
Yeah, somebody hacked them in or whatever, right?
Yeah, and then people kept posting them like, I just got a pink lion. It's totally legit, I promise. I found it on this random multiplayer server. And then we were like, pink lions aren't a thing. In case you weren't aware.
You haven't seen like all the rainbow whitetail and the blue elk and stuff to make you think pink lions would be real?
I mean, someone said about having rainbow-colored tar for a great one.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, be kinder this time.
Angie.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay. Somebody just a minute ago asked why the spotting outline was off. This is why the spotting outline's off. I think it's going to be 100 times more difficult.
Did he? He's in there somewhere. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's coming. Oh, Lord, he's coming. Oh, he slowed down a bit. Are we close to each other? Where are you?
I'm just to your left.
Yeah, boy. Puss. That's how you call cats.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. If not friend, why friend-shaped?
I haven't seen him do that like crouch run till now.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Do the thing.
They're so pretty. Like, even the common ones are so pretty.
They do look very good.
Gorgeous boy.
And then he's gone.
Yeah. Like, they blend in so well. He is kind of having a bit of struggles there, but that's probably because multiplayer.
It looked fine on my end, at least. Oh.
Well, I am connecting to he wants me.
There we go.
Hi.
Oh. Usually when they crouch, they go.
My Mela female sort of mocked doing it several times before she actually ate me. Oh, he's flipped. No, he's... Whoa! What?
He did go to flee before I shot.
I know. And then he sort of warped for me.
Yeah, he like jumped off of this little hill.
Yeah. Just yeet. They are so gorgeous, though. Top tier models.
Yeah. Oh, we heart shot him the second time, and he still ran that little bit. What the?
Like a moose.
Are those regular binos?
These are the Vantage ones.
Oh, okay.
I
knew you had blue
are different colors. These are my night vision ones, which are green, so that I know they're night vision.
Look, same.
And then blue is my standard normal ones, because blue. That's why my 300 is also blue, because my channel stuff is blue, so I kind of thought blue, and I like blue.
It's not fair they haven't given me a cool color.
You have orange stuff. Don't complain.
It's not as cool though, like as because there's the like gold medal that kind of looks orange. But
yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I wish they'd come out with like some actual gold cosmetics, like gold. Oh,
yeah, I think people would use that on all their gun barrels and stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine walking around in full lime green stuff. I still think we should be able to customize the clothing.
Yes, totally. Why not? Like, if we can do tents and stuff, why can't we do clothing? And then, like, I could be in all blue. Yeah, I know you're walking like it too, so don't look at me.
No,
like
I run normal. You run weird.
No, you run weird. Freak. Get out of here. This is why the tigers didn't want to eat you, because they were like, there's something wrong with that one. That one's got some sort of... Yeah, that one's got a disease.
If the tiger finds you first, literally that's what I find. Like, if they get to cover before you can figure out where they are, it's usually pretty hard to kill them. They'll get you.
Just spin around in circles till you spot them and hope for the best.
Or if they just like ambush you like my rare did, it growled once and then killed me immediately.
Yeah. I had a pretty cool thing. You know the piebald male black buck that I killed?
Yes.
When I was I couldn't put it in the video because it didn't really fit. But what was really cool is I was in the harvest screen and I got all the footage I needed from the harvest screen, and I was just kind of looking at it. And then I heard a tiger growl, came out of the harvest screen, and she was there about to attack me, and I killed her. And I was like, that was pretty neat. Yeah.
Someone asked if there's a new outfit. There's not, is there?
No new outfit.
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
Should have given us Lady Gaga's meat dress.
Yep.
Alright, so at 7 a.m., I don't really want to just hunt tigers in their drink time the entire time, because it's way less cool.
Just like you.
Uncool.
Unchad.
Unchad. Can you please kill a tiger with the Glock?
Good luck.
Yeah, I feel like all that's going to happen is they're going to kill me.
Yeah. Very angry and or run away wounded, and then annoying track.
There were new outfits with Emerald Coast, yes. Emerald Coast was the first one...
In a while.
Maybe since Quattro?
Yeah, I think since Quattro. It's been a while.
I mean, I get why they don't do very many, but it was cool. Like, I liked it.
Yeah, I did too. I wish we had just more variety. Just if we can't customize them, just give us a new one for each map.
Yeah. Does the ATV work? I've driven the ATV at times and haven't had any tigers attack me.
I have not used the ATV on this map at all.
It's because you're a bad driver.
No, that's not true. That's false information.
I saw you in Way the Hunter. It's bad.
Yeah, that's because that's Way the Hunter. Like, it's just, you know, physics and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can drive.
Which pedal's the gas pedal?
The right one.
Dang it, you got it.
That was a good guess. I've never driven a vehicle in my... Well, that's a lie. I have driven what we would call a gator over here, but I don't know.
Like a side-by-side?
Yeah. Almost like a golf cart type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Just on my mate's deer farm while he stood on the back throwing feed out for the red deer.
Nice.
There is nothing... This is a side note. There is nothing more cool than being... You know how small a side-by-side is, right? Like, they're not big vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Being just on the opposite side to a fully grown, mature red stag as he roars. One of his stags did that, and it, like, reverberated in my chest, and I was, like, dying, and he just looked at me and smiled. He was like, you didn't expect him to do that right there, did you? And I was like, that was so cool.
Bottom Boy says everything's backwards across the pond. They steer with their feet and gas with their hands.
Makes sense to me.
We were, when we drove to Georgia this past December, we were, I don't know, an hour into the drive, and this, like, really tiny truck went past. And Kyla goes, that truck looks like it was born in England.
I like that for many reasons. The first one being that vehicles are born.
Yeah, she didn't mean to say that. She meant, you know, made or whatever. But
they're calves.
This kills me. Wait, they added tigers? No, that was clickbait. Don't believe that.
It's all clickbait. There's no tigers. There's no snow leopards. I don't know why people think there is. Tar isn't the new great one.
It's a mission.
Just a mission animal.
You've heard an elk up close? I think I did too. There was a little elk farm that I was at.
That would be cool. The closest to elk I've heard is Seeker. But they just can't close, like, when they get going.
Yeah, they can be pretty loud.
Yeah, that was cool. I heard Seeker at Woburn Abbey. Cool place to go to see deer. Some big deer there. They have Pear Davids.
Cud deer.
was also the first time I'd seen a Chinese water deer, and I lost my mind. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Do they only have? Do they have antlers or just fangs?
Just the big tusks, and then muntjac have the tusks and the antlers. But like the northern reds on this map are really close to what we have, which are Reeves muntjac. Like
Reeves was the one that I knew existed prior to this.
Yeah, basically the difference, like if you were looking at them in game, the difference would be is that Reeves are like more brown, they're not red. And they have like dark, the males have like a dark V stripe on their head, like where the pedicles are down the face.
Mm-hmm.
Very distinctive.
Yeah, I think I've seen like pictures and stuff at least.
Yeah, but the audio is the exact same. So every time I hear a muntjac bark, I'm like, oh, it's like home.
I wonder.
They are loud too in real life. You go on a walk and then suddenly you hear.
Little animals like Shadow's like that too. She's super loud. I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah, where's it come from, bro? It's like Birdo, who's currently being silent, thankfully. Like when we were trying to record Way of the Hunter, he just was giving us a concert.
He sounded enough like the birds on Tikamoon that I was like, it's fine.
One person picked up on it in my comments.
Oh, really?
One person. And they were like, is that a cockatiel? And I was like, yeah. One person obviously knew their birds, and I was like really impressed. Oh, bless him. He just wanted to be part of the experience of 22 versus Cape Buffalo. See, I don't
remember
think...
how many times we shot it anymore.
Like
it wasn't
80
like
or something?
Yeah, it wasn't crazy.
No. He certainly died, though.
Dang it.
Oh, look, there's the rifle that you can't pronounce the name of.
This is the Grand Hair. Probably people did correct me, but I don't remember seeing anybody being like, hey...
I didn't see a single person correct you.
So
I felt like such a person when I messaged you about it. I was like, do I message him? Do I tell him? And I was like, if it was me, I'd want to know. So I was like, right, I'll message him, but I don't sound like, like I'm being mean, because I'm not trying to be mean.
Hey, dummy. Doesn't say Grand Hair.
Your title's wrong.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was in the title too.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Like, because I kind of thought it was just the way he pronounced it, because it's not our native language.
Yes,
so
it's not.
We're not going to pronounce. Yeah, we're not going to pronounce things perfectly. Like, if someone could say it for me, like a native speaker, I could probably, learn it. But it's kind of hard otherwise. But I just figured that's how you were pronouncing it. But then when I saw it in the title, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I just can't read. I put it, the second... So I have a video coming out in an hour, and then I have another video in like 6 hours. In the second one, I used this rifle a good bit, and I mentioned that I've been saying it wrong, and that now I know it's Ganthair, and then right after I said that, because I shot a sheep, and I go run it over, I'm like, I better also say, I'm still not saying it right, because I know you guys are going to yell at me. I know I'm not saying it right, but I'm not going to be able to say it correctly.
I mean, it's close enough. It's like, I know Sundarpatan is not 100%, but that is as close as I'm going to get. Like I said, unless... Sundarpatan? Unless... I can't do it in Somerset, otherwise I would really try. But I don't even know like how to go about doing my Somerset accent and saying it. But unless like someone sends me like an audio recording of a native speaker saying it, because that's what I do whenever there's like a new map or thing comes to Call of the Wild and I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciation, I type it into Google how to pronounce. And normally there's like a YouTube video, or even just on Google itself, there'll be a button you can press. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then that's how I pronounce it. It just doesn't exist. Like, there's nothing at all. And I was like, for the gun, for the name of the map. And I was like,
yeah,
great.
I looked up so many different things with the map, and I never really figured much out. Hey, Kyla.
Yeah, other than
I know
it's, like,
Sundarpatan is wrong,
fall.
but...
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Close enough. And hi, Kyla. I'm
Sunset
bullying him.
Pecan. You would never bully me.
I would always
Non-stop
bully you forever.
The entire stream.
Yeah. If I didn't bully you, I bully people that I like.
Oh, okay. It's a compliment.
Yeah, it's just like you bully me, you know? And send me messages about like, hey, you haven't done this yet. Like, oh, I don't know, mountain hair.
I would never pick on you for not having a diamond mountain hair.
Shut up! You'd never pick on me for
not having 2 diamond mountain hairs. Like, I wouldn't do that.
At least I didn't purr on stream.
Twice, apparently.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did it twice. It's just in your nature now.
To purr?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till I kill a great one tar, the sound I make.
And you're just gonna purr at it?
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna call it in, because he's gonna think, so it's gonna be the Scars Barrier, right? And he's gonna think it's the snow leopard, and he's like, I'm gonna go kill that thing.
It's my nemesis.
It's Jimmy. I don't know why I would be named Jimmy, but... Guessing tigers in multi are cool? We've had one attack and one just run away. And the one that attacked ultimately did flee too, but... I can't say I'm super shocked, because both of us were sitting there looking at it, and I feel like that does impact their decision.
Just, they get, like, anxious if you look at them.
They're like, no.
It's like me when someone looks at me like, no, please don't. This isn't okay. No. I'm a figment of your imagination.
Great one tar day before map is released. Every time I get a tar call, because I've killed 20, you know, not a lot. 20? I'm like, well, maybe one will be here. So I go and check.
I dread to think how many I've killed. But that goes for like everything on this map. Right. I'm slaughtering things. I want respawns. I want reds and diamonds and things. So
I'm trying to be semi-careful with the tar.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to only shoot them
deleting zones. Yeah, I'm trying not to delete zones for them.
Yeah,
but other things that I know they're areas where they're confined to, especially obviously animals that drink. It's just like, yeah, everything dies. Get shot.
I've to some degree been doing that, but I get so like distracted. I'm like chasing nil guy, like, oh, Barasinga track.
Yes, you know, I don't do that. I'm just like, nil guy time. Run through, kill all the nil guy. Barasinga time. Run through, kill all the Barasinga. And just like do it like that. But it seems to work.
It's working better than me. What's that, Eli?
Just skill issue.
Mel is the reason there's only 16 tigers. There were 300, but she killed them all.
Yeah, and the snow leopards.
Yeah, she took all the diamonds.
Yeah. Cause I hacked them in. Like, it's obvious because I got 3 red tigers and 2 diamond snow leopards. I'm just a hacker.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. All I do.
Think I can get one of these geese?
Geese. Low-key happy that they're on this map, because more opportunities at rare ones for me. That is head.
Well, I have no opportunities because I can't hit them.
Oh, well, you bad.
I've still only killed 1.
Do you know what frustrates me? Is you hate them because you did the grind for them and it took you so long. But out of that grind, you got the rarest thing possible for them. And you didn't even realise it to start off with. And you were like, I got a hybrid. And I'm like, you got a what?
Well, because I was grinding them with the 45 air rifle, because with the 22, 50% of them, well, I don't know. It depends. If you hit them good, they drop. But if you get anything other than lungs or intestines, they will fly away, which makes the whole flock fly away, which is kind of not good for grinding. So I was using the 45 because you can hit them in the toe and they instantly die.
Yes.
And I almost shot that one with the 45, and I was like, that looks different. So I pressed record and shot it, and I had no idea that it was that special.
I remember you sending it to me and just being so casual about it, and I was like, dude, do you not realise what you just killed? That's like, and I was just losing my mind at you, and you're like, oh, is it pretty rare? Like,
this good?
I love getting those messages. Hey Mal, have you seen this? Hey Mal, is this rare? And then occasionally it's just the rarest thing, and I'm like, bro.
It's usually like a dark hazel grouse, which is not rare.
Unless it's female, and then it is rare.
Wait, what?
Dark female hazel grouse are rare.
Oh my god, I just removed one from my codex. Or my saved trophies. I thought I asked you that.
Not ask me? You asked about males. You asked about males. You said our dark male hazel grouse rare.
No.
And I said, no, they're not. But females are very rare because I've never seen one. In
today's video, I'm going to get absolutely smoked for that.
Well done, bro. Why you not ask me?
I thought I did. I don't know. Well, I probably saved it and planned on asking. Well, that sucks. Not that I would have done anything with it.
You've asked me about males before. I know you have because you sent me screenshots of them, and I'm pretty sure. And I've said, no, they're not rare. They're pretty common. Because the thing is, dark male hazel grouse look pretty similar to hybrid hazel grouse. Mm-hmm. So I can understand people thinking that they might be rare because it's kind of like very similar. Which is like how when I first saw my hybrid one, that I wasn't actually sure if it was a hybrid or a dark until I went back and checked and it was a hybrid. But yeah, no, dark females are rare.
Well, it's gone now.
That is a huge rip. Yeah, I've never seen a dark female in all the hunting I've done for them.
If you watch, I think it's the one where I killed a tar. Yeah, it's the video that's out in an hour. If you watch, I will kill. This is really dumb too. Wait till you hear what I replaced it with. I shot a silver straw fur type female tar, and I was like, well, that might be cool for the multi-mount.
Bro,
I'm glad that I don't care about like female rares that much, because you're more bothered about this than me.
Yeah, because it's a female exclusive rare. It's like gold.
That's dumb. It shouldn't exist.
It's like gold black grouse females. I really
think I've shot one of those too.
No, you haven't. Shut up.
I think I have.
Winding me up. If you have and you didn't tax it, I will legitimately come and find you.
I might be thinking that I shot a gold score one. I don't remember,
I want a gold plumage type one. Because they are literally like a gold colour. They are beautiful. And I want one. And I've never found one.
He's growling at us.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Whoa.
Scam.
I thought I heard him. I really badly want to go, oh, look out!
Where?
Over there.
Where are your tiger? Hello?
Oh, he's close. I hear him.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there he is. South.
Oh.
No, west. I can't. I was looking at the wrong thing on my compass.
Oh, east. I thought you said west. Yeah, with no spawning outline, it's still not exactly guaranteed. Feel like, he looked like he was going to try to get me. He is going to try to get me.
Oh. Oh.
No touch.
That was cool.
Oh, we went to flee. I haven't seen them do that.
Well, when you shot them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens regularly. Like, if you shoot them, they'll quite often turn and flee.
No, like, they always just keep murdering me.
Oh, well, why do we? Like, this is the thing, right? You have messaged me so many times and you're like, hey, Mal, this tiger just did this. Like, and they keep doing it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I've had completely the opposite experience.
They just don't like me.
Like, when you were trying to get one to eat you for the first time, and you were like, they won't attack me, am I doing something wrong? And I was like, I don't know what you're doing, because they try and eat me all the time.
The first, 5, maybe more than that I got to go aggressive, all fled.
Lame. You stink, apparently.
Yeah, they think I taste like beef.
Beef.
That almost works if this was India. No, wait, that's Brazil. Wait,
I'm I want to make a joke, but I'm trying to make sure that I remember the punchline. Okay. One cannibal turns to the other cannibal as they're eating a clown and says, "Does this taste funny to you?"
Good lord. Come here, Shadow.
I told you I am hilarious. Oh, the whiskers on these things.
Oh,
I just like but like in the darker light, something made its whiskers really stand out. That was cool. They looked really good then. They do fit this environment so well.
They do. When I'm cutting out tigers for thumbnails, I definitely don't want to remove the whiskers. So every whisker I trace over with like a paintbrush.
Oh goodness!
At the same color, because it's impossible to cut around them. So like I have to basically add them myself.
I think mine don't have whiskers in my nose. Don't have anybody.
They have alopecia.
I removed them. No guy. Female male. Oh, it was a level 2 male. That was very small.
I guess that wasn't a good shot. Looked fine to me.
Did you shoot it? Did you?
I shot at a female. Oh no, I got it. Maybe I spotted the wrong one. Is Shadow still puppy sized? 25 pounds? Oh, it's dead right there. I clickbait my thumbnails. I do. I'm a known clickbaiter.
Me too, bro.
I said tigers would come to the game.
Yeah, someone accused me of clickbait for something once. It was the most ludicrous thing, and it literally was in. Oh, I remember what it was. Crowned wildebeest female. Right. Okay. I got a level 3 female, and it was 26 score flat, and it was the max weight. Like when you look at, it was like max weight for a female. So I put in the title max weight, max score, crowned wildebeest. Because it is, as far as I know, I've never seen any bigger. It's a max weight, max score, crowned wildebeest, and it's a really sick trophy. That's as close to a super rare for a crowned wildebeest as you can get, because you can't get male ones. And I was really stoked about it. And someone was like, since when could they be male? And I was like, they can't. It's a female. And they were like, well, how can it be max weight, max score then? And I was like, well, because males and females have different max weights and max scores. It's like a male Gemsbok has different max weight and score to a female. Like, it's not that hard of a concept to understand. But they started on like, oh, so you're just clickbaiting so that people think you got a super rare and stuff. And I was like, no, it's a max weight, max score crown wildebeest. It's what it does what it says on the tin. It's quite literally what it is.
It does what it says on the tin. Is that a British saying?
Have you never heard that saying before?
No, but I understood it at least.
Yeah, well, maybe it's British then, I don't know.
British.
If anything is as described, it does what it says on the tin.
I feel like is as described is a better way to say it.
Well, I like it does as it says on the tin. Like beans.
Like beans?
Yeah.
What do beans say on the tin?
I don't know, it fills you up. Food in it.
Food in it.
It just says that on the side. It's food in it.
Works as intended, exactly, Pig. I would say as advertised, personally. I think I've said that about snow leopards.
Yes, you have. You did.
Is he today. A Brit? Is who a Brit?
Is he? Is he?
You and your masculine voice.
All the time, bro.
Well, there are males, I guess, so maybe that doesn't make it as obvious as it could be. I would think the voice maybe helps.
I get it all the time. Like, I had someone comment and they were like, can we talk about the fact that you play as a female... It wasn't Call of the Wild. You play as a female character, but you're a man.
I remember that.
But what on my channel makes you think that I'm a dude? Please tell me. I promise. I am male and I am female. And she.
Female.
Female, yes. Why are we stalking? Is there something here?
There's some guys over there.
Oh. How many? 5?
Yeah, 5 guys. Well, I see 4. Close enough. I know this is a 3 because I spotted it before, but now I can't. Or I know I saw a 3. Yeah,
the one that's drinking, maybe because it's hard to spot.
Maybe it is. I thought it was the one that was walking to the left here.
Oh no,
I think so.
it is. It is the one that, yeah.
But I passed my thing over it like 12 times. Anyway, do you want to try to like double up on a couple of these?
Yeah, sure.
I can get the drinking one if you want the one on the left there.
The 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You say when.
Okay. This one's walking in my way, so hang on.
Oh, I should probably shoot it with an ethical weapon, huh? This, you know.
Oh, whatever works.
Right,
let me know when you. Okay.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Shoot.
Oh, and then they just stand there like, hello.
Wow, that hurt.
You're like the Cape Buffalo all over again.
Twirly, am I saying that right? Thank you for the super chat. Wait, what? Is that not a man? Well,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Is it that bad?
Man. Yeah,
excuse me.
Super manly.
Excuse me. What did you just say? Oh, you're looking at my character.
Yes. What's up, Active?
Oh, you were saying I have a beard. I was like, that's a little bit hard.
I was like, don't take offense, jeez. Can we talk about the fact that you're playing as a male character, but you're a female?
Yeah, well, all the female characters look really bad.
At least, you know, it's not the angler.
I mean, it's not the angler, but still. I mean, Remy is the only semi-human character in this game, let's be honest.
You could call him Semi-Warren.
That is terrible. And no, I won't call him that.
I'm calling him that.
Oh, new meme just dropped. Semi-Warren.
Nice, K-Dog. Is this is in Classic, I'm guessing? Mel sounds like the British version of Brit from Viva La Dirt League. I haven't.
I know Viva La Dirt League. Yeah. I don't know the Brit, though. I'm not cultured enough.
What are the skins for snow leopards? What are the rares? I don't think anybody's killed a rare. The commons are caramel and snow.
Yes, no rares.
I should have said caramel. That would have annoyed you.
No, don't say it like that. That's just wrong.
What about them antlers on the nil guy? What do you think?
Just silence.
Hey, Mr. Schrader. Both legends in one stream. Yeah, but I might annoy Mel into leaving pretty soon.
Who's the legend other than Flinter?
Shadow, she's here.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I can show you it. Leave it there, and then scroll down once. Screenshot whatever you want. I don't have everything on Ultra anymore. This PC, it can run it on some maps. This map, there's places with these settings in the mountains where I don't get 60 FPS.
I do have lag sometimes. Yeah. And
is this early access? No, this is Patrick. Sorry.
Maybe.
It is early access. Hey, Snow Ranger.
Hi.
Oh.
I don't like that. I should probably have a way to see chat. If anybody has said hello to me, hello back.
You've been so rude. Everyone's just been...
No, don't say that. Because I get really conscious about it when I'm in chats. And I'm like, I try to say hello to everybody because I'm like, oh, hi. And then I always worry, like, if I miss someone, they're going to be like, damn, did I do something wrong?
I'm never watching her again.
I think everybody thinks like me and immediately assumes that if someone misses their chat, that they've done something wrong. You know, like I message you regularly, like, hey, I haven't spoken to you in like 2 hours. Have I done something?
I hate you now, just so you know. Yeah, they are now, K-Dog. Do tigers attack in multiplayer? We haven't had... No, yeah, they do. One actually straight up attacked me this last one. We've had 3, and we've had all 3 basic like options. One pretty much fled immediately. One went aggressive, stalked us for what, a minute, and then fled.
Yeah.
And then one went aggressive, stalked, and then actually lunged at me. But luckily, I somehow hit it.
Yeah, Flinter actually hurt the tiger instead of the tiger hurting him, which is
it wasn't a good shot.
It killed it. So
looks pretty good to me.
Good to me.
Nice. Is Mel British? No, she's just doing that for fun.
Yeah, I don't actually talk like this.
Can you do an American accent?
Oh god, no. Probably not. I'm not good at accents.
You can do the Somerset one.
Yeah, but that's because it's like where I'm from.
It's British but different.
It is British but different. Yeah, you're right.
To calm the tigers. No.
You're never living it down, bro. You're never living it down.
What are you doing, Shadow?
She's cringing because her owner purred on stream.
Probably. She's laying in the corner. She has a little like I guess you would call it like a scratch pad. Basically it's a little box that has treats in it. And then she's supposed to scratch at it and it files her nails. And she never uses it. And she's using it now. So even if it's obnoxious, I'm not gonna make her stop.
File them nails, girl. Those things are good if they'll use them.
Yeah. There is a tiger collar, Mr. Trader. The distress fawn does work. Actually, it says it works. I haven't tried it. I assume
I haven't tried to call one any. I just don't need to.
Yeah, they go get you anyway. If I find a 9, I might try to get it with a bow.
I want to try and if I get another rare, or I don't know if I'll do it on my first level 9, just because I don't want to mess it up. Like, it's like with the snow leopards. The second one, he was close to my tripod. Probably could have tried a bow shot. I didn't want to risk it. Like, as well, because, like, if I had shot a level 9 snow leopard with a bow and messed it up, can you imagine the amount...
screwing up a diamond in early access. What kind of loser would do that?
Yeah, but, no, that's not what I'm saying, and no. But a snow leopard...
Yeah, it's like people would have been.
Why did you do that?
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Does anyone even get a diamond snow leopard? Check out Mel's channel.
Yeah, girl got one. Maybe.
Do slow leopards? What?
Slow leopards.
Bottom Boy said American Southern's pretty easy to get to from British, and I know Pizza has done American accents, and he always does like Southern or like a redneck thing.
A redneck?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like that? Yeah.
You sound like you're about to sing a country song. Like one of those stupid, like, talk and sing country songs. That was the start of one.
Like a redneck.
I'll talk about your F-150. You're right there.
On my F-1250?
Your F-1250.
Yeah. That was such a meme between me and Tyler for the longest time, and then you sort of found out about it when I started saying it, and you're like, what are you talking about? Because Tyler was talking about trucks one day, and I knew it had numbers in it, but I can't remember numbers. I'm really bad with numbers, unless it's like weights in Call of the Wild and stuff. I can barely remember my own birthday, and I knew it had numbers in it, so I was just like, oh, the F-250, and he just burst out laughing. I was like, what? And he was like, that's so wrong on so many levels. So I was like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna get, like, I'll go to a scrapyard and get the 2 from an F-250 and move the, I guess, just the 5 and the 0 back and put the 2 there on my truck so it says F-1250.
This is the Mel special.
Mel is the next Toby Keith. It's too soon, man.
Rip.
Ain't Australian accent just Southern and Brit mixed together? Kind of, I guess, in a way.
Okay. I can't do Australian.
The only I can say tiger pretty good.
I could have done the toiga. I think everybody can say that. Probably.
No, I'm special.
Oh yeah.
Leave me be. Don't you?
You could have definitely done the voiceover for Emerald Coast.
Well, I could have delivered the same quality.
It was like I got so amped up like when I was recording them because I remember this is something I always do. New map comes out, I give it like normally like a day because normally first day. This is how I do things. I don't know if anybody cares, but this is how I do things.
But I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. Well, because for the other maps we haven't got to keep stuff for early access. But what I normally do, and I'll do it for everybody else who's going to be getting access to the map, is I take a screenshot of the map, I circle all of the outposts in one colour, all of the lookouts in another colour, and then I bounce on an ATV in single player from one spot to another. And then normally what I do straight away after that is hit multiplayer, because it is the golden time for multiplayer. Because there's less modders, everything is just so much better the first couple of days after a map releases. And I'll do that for like a couple of days and then I'll do the story. And I was really excited about the story for Emerald Coast because I was like, oh yeah, it's got to be cool, you've got kangaroos and crocs and stuff. It's got to be cool. And it was kind of just like leading you through. And then there was the bit where you get, is spoilers?
I think that's fine.
Is spoilers. If you don't want to hear Emerald Coast things, don't listen for 60 seconds. You get bitten by the spider. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I was like, maybe it's going to amp up now. And then they start talking about the crocodile. And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's going to be some kind of cool mission croc. This is going to be sweet. There's a max weight nil guy there, by the way.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, really excited. And then they were like, oh, well, I'm sure you've got other things to do on the reserve. We'll leave you there now. And
I hate when they do that.
And I'm like, no. Killer croc. Give. Now. Where is it? Oh, it was so sad. And I was like, I remember putting in the video, and I was just ... and that's it. Because there's just like no real ending to it.
There's a killer croc, mate. All right, anyway.
Pretty much.
I'm going to go, I don't remember her name. It was Matto and Soph.
Soph, yeah. Soph.
All right, do you want to get that max weight? I almost called it a bantang. What map are we on?
Definitely not Emerald Coast.
Get that max weight bantang and I'll shoot one of these other ones.
Okay, right, tell me when.
All right, 3, 2, 1, shoot.
Dead. Get dead, nerd. Get hecking dead. You got very hecking dead over there.
Can you hunt yak? Yeah, we can do that pretty soon.
Yeah,
we should
let's go bully the fluffy cows.
I'm right here. You don't have to call me a fluffy cow.
Oh, well, you kind of deserve it for getting rid of the rare hazel browse. Really
I honestly don't
about it.
I don't care that much because I don't know where I would display it, but I am a little bit annoyed that sat in my saved harvest for 12 years. It's I actually said, I just thought of this. I actually said, let's replace this dark hazel grouse that I thought was a rare at one point.
Oh, bro. I hope that I watch it and it actually says male.
Maybe it will. I don't know. It could have been.
If it's male, then it's all fine. If it's female...
I'm going to go find it because it's going to annoy me now.
You're going to go...
It's...
this was a decent-sized goal. 90.01.
I was going to... His estimate was weird. It only went up to 90, but... Max weight estimate, I figured he had to be all right. All right, this is taking 84 years to load. I think I got to clean out the documents.
84 years. Whatever.
We can fast travel up to yak territory. Might as well just go here first because there's so many. Even though I have a little bit of pressure there, it's not like they can go anywhere else. Okay, so
wait
it's
and see where you go.
Aha,
yes, yeah.
You'll hear my intro here. Okay, don't mind that. Right here. Oh, it's a black grouse. All is well.
Oh, it's a black... Bro, it's a black grouse? Bro.
It's fine.
So that's why you didn't ask me, because it isn't a thing.
What do you mean not a thing?
It's not a thing. Like, you didn't kill one. So it's not a thing. It didn't happen.
I thought you meant the dark black girls wasn't a thing. I'm like, no, I killed that.
No, they're not a thing. Trust me. They don't exist.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
What are we hunting? We're going for yaks now.
Fluffy cows. Smiley face.
The worst part, Bottom Boy, had to have been a hazel grouse, so now it's going to be fine. The worst part would be, in my mind, I'm talking people into, like, removing their
rare.
Yeah, from the lodge or whatever.
Just a spate of people deleting a pretty rare trophy because of you.
Oops. Sounds good, Kyla.
What are you going to tell them next? That rare tigers aren't cool?
You're not.
Just delete them from your lodge?
They're actually not rare.
They're not rare at all. They're not rare at all. No? Just like, you get... And creators, we have boosted spawns and everything in early access. And all these things that happen.
K-Dog, thank you for the super chat, man. Favorite biomes on the new map? Oh, the mountains. The Himalaya region as a whole. The tigers and, I mean, a lot of the stuff I like to hunt down here, but this environment up here is so cool.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. But early morning when it snows, so that 5 to 6 a.m. time slot, pretty neat.
You mean to tell me 5 to 6 a.m. is early morning?
Do you wanna shut up, bro?
You wanna shut up right now?
Yeah.
Best fur type for the tiger?
That's
a
good
ones
question.
that have been killed, I think. I mean, Mellow looks insane.
Smug grin. No one can see that I'm doing it, but smug grin.
I like the pseudo mellow white. A lot of people like the golden. Dee got one of those.
I want a golden. That might be my favorite.
Well, that just confirms it. Dee's better than you.
Yeah, of course he is.
Spoken.
Everyone's better than me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just a nerd.
I'm just a nerd.
Yeah.
I think Bree made someone not tax a rare because she didn't know it was a rare. It was a piebald green-winged teal. They are rare, but I wonder if she got confused with cinnamon teal. Because that, but I've had like 3 piebald green-winged teal, and I don't hunt them.
Yeah, because you're lucky.
I have one type of luck, and it's stupid.
So just silent. Just be quiet about your green-winged teal luck.
Silence.
Because I went and hunted them, and I got 2 piebald females. That's all I've ever had. And then you go on Mississippi, and you're like, oh, an albino male. Oh, piebald male. And I'm like, bruh.
Like the first green-winged teal I shot on New England, I was just running along. No. Well, maybe I got the diamond first. But
you got
one flew over me, and I just shot it at like 75 meters with a shotgun. And I picked it up. I'm like, oh, piebald, nice. I had no idea. Kirsten, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the support.
I remember getting a message from you about it, and I was like, why are you like this?
I kill a lot of stuff on accident.
You do. And then I will be it's always the way. I spent ages looking for the things that you just get on accident. And it's just like, okay then. Just do me like that. Just go and shoot a diamond mountain hare when I've been looking for one for 12 years.
I don't know why you don't just go kill one. Just out there.
Go kill a diamond snow leopard, bro.
I will. Oh, look, there's one.
Uh-huh.
How many harvests do you have? 70,000 some? 70,095?
Rookie number.
How many do you have?
On this save?
Yeah.
45,250.
And
I reset last year. And I've been on this account for... No, you didn't. Shut up.
Reader, thank you for the super chat. What's going on, man?
Such a liar.
Yeah, well, my stats don't count correctly, so.
Uh-huh.
Graves also, thank you for the super chat. Big Flinter 2 hairs talk about having stupid luck. Angie face. I'm changing my nickname in Discord to Flinter 2 hairs. I like that. There's supposed to be like 20 yaks here, and there's like 4.
Well, there was a herd coming in.
That train emote looks good. Yeah, like down on the right there?
Yeah. Yeah, that way, yeah.
Over yonder?
Yeah. That way.
You're at 40K in 4 years? That's pretty solid. 10,000 a year is like, I mean, that's basically what I'm at, because I've been playing for 7 years.
Again, rookie numbers.
Why, Iota?
Small mail.
Well, you don't have a diamond mountain here.
Well, you don't have a diamond snow leopard, so get good.
How do you know? My early access content's not out yet.
I would know, because you would send me a message like, no.
Well, when I got my Great One Bear, I just sent you a picture and said, so.
Yeah, you did. And I was like, what? I can't even remember what I was doing. I just opened the DM and there was just a picture of a Great One black bear there. And I was like, oh. I guess it happened finally.
I was primarily just in shock, so I was like, oh, hey, that happened.
Yeah.
How long? I don't know, maybe an hour and a half more or something like that. I can't do super long because it's Father's Day.
Father's Day? It is Father's Day, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it Father's Day in Britain land too?
It is, yeah.
Because I know some holidays are like slightly different.
We do have some family here, but I am antisocial. So I'm hiding.
I thought the two hairs thing was a revenge burn from Mel for your comment about her beard. So she commented on yours.
Yeah, Flinter canonically only has 2 hairs on his entire body. They're right on the top of his head, like right on the
like
very
a cartoon
top.
baby.
Yeah. That's where I was going with it.
One that curls like in a loop. Anyway, we should probably kill these.
Yeah, which one do you want? Which level?
I'll shoot the 6th.
You shoot the 6? Okay. You went for the one with the easy shot, I see. I see
I'm
how
gonna shoot
it
it in
is.
the head though. Just wait.
Alright.
Should we wait until the 7 turns or something?
No, I got this.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
See, like, I know how the AI works, so I knew that he would turn. Yeah, see, so I'm big smart, unlike you. I knew he was going to turn right into my sight.
It would have been really funny if they didn't, because multiplayer.
It would have.
How do you have thousands of diamonds? Thousands of hours. It's not, there's no secret formula. I mean, I'd like to think we hunt pretty efficiently, like hunt during the drink time, or sorry, hunt the species that are drinking during their drink times and stuff like that. You know, I'm not out here hunting for Tibetan Vox at 8 a.m. because they drink at 1700. I'll hunt them later, that kind of thing. But
have you done
there's
that
no
yet?
secret to it.
Have you actually hunted them in their drink time yet?
Like, for 2 minutes?
Oh, well, that's lame. You should go and do it more.
I will eventually.
That's my project for the after stream, to continue doing that. Because I like to bully them with the 308 and the 300 as they run away.
Why you bully?
Because I want rest. I like
Does
the
it
axe.
hurt to be in the presence of someone as smart as Mel? Oh, my brain capacity is so low, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm canonically like Einstein. I am the dumbest person alive. There's not one intelligent brain cell in my head. Yes, no, I am not smart.
Can I just make that a sound alert? I am the dumbest person alive.
So, I mean, feel free.
It's not even thousands, though? No, I have 1,200 and some.
I mean...
1229, that number's wrong.
Yeah, it's minus what? 300? Or 200?
Yep.
300.
300. You might have thousands.
On this, since I got this save last year when I reset for Moose, I have 1,419.
Lot of grind diamonds.
Yeah, most of them are grind diamonds.
Gotta be like a ton of just fallow, right?
Yeah, lots of fallow, lots of black bears. Moose. Because I reset just before I got my first Great One Moose. That's when I restarted, because I was so burnt out. So since then, I've had that many.
That's a lot, like in that amount of time.
Yeah, but this is the thing. People don't, and this is like when people comment.
No, you don't.
And they're
Don't
like,
make it up. You don't play this game.
I posted my Steam hours, and I was like, just to show you guys,
That
like,
was so funny.
I am actually playing like hundreds of hours a week. And then they were like, well, I played 300 hours in 2 weeks. And I was like, okay. It's not a competition. I was just proving the fact that I am actually playing the game.
What did they say? Like something like that's light work or something.
Yeah, and I was like, okay then, you do it. On top of making videos, and I was doing Way the Hunter content at the time.
Tawny.
I like the tawnies. They're pretty.
That's the first male I had. I didn't know they could be male.
Yeah. They're like one of the 4 common furs.
Orange, red, gray, tawny?
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. What the heck's your problem? Oh, okay.
I think she's stuck under a rock.
How many harvests overall? What did you say? 45,000?
Yeah, 45,000 since then.
Why does it say you have 23 great ones? It's the same reason that my diamond number is off by 300. When they added bloodhounds, they tried to add a great one counter, and they like forgot to change or screwed up the changing of like the references basically in the data. So what happened was diamonds were being put in the great one counter, golds in the diamond counter, etc.
Oh, that's going to be hard because can't spot through the brush.
These light gray rabbits. Meanwhile, you're shooting yak, I think.
Yeah, a couple of
but light gray rabbits
7s.
look albino.
They do. They actually, in the right light, they do look very albino. I've shot a couple just to make sure. That's the other thing that I've not seen anybody get a rare for yet is woolly hair.
I know they said Pro got a diamond, which is...
Yeah, Pro got a diamond.
Seems like that's going to be hard to do.
The thing I'm noticing with woolly hair seems to be...
Woolly?
Silence. There seems to be less max weight estimate ones.
Yeah, than other species.
Yeah. There's literally only a couple that I've come across anyway. But I know the one that Pro got was a female. But I have had a really big scoring, in fact, it's my biggest one yet, male. And I think you said the same thing. The
first high estimate one I got, and it wasn't max weight, but it was 2 to 3 was a male. And I've had females too, obviously. If Pro has a diamond female, then obviously. But
yeah.
That was mine!
It was dying and I shot it again. I don't know. I just saw a yak go past me and I put a bullet in it, okay?
What's going on, Jivers?
It moved, so it died. I don't know where the other one went that I shot. This way,
There's blood here.
Yeah, there's very low.
And there's blood here that's also very low.
Well, they were going through just not a great place, if I'm honest.
Do you want to... It looks like they died. We can track them if you want.
I don't mind. I'm not, like, fussed, but it'll get you some respawns.
Suggestion for free video editing software. DaVinci Resolve has, like, a free version that's very good. Some features that are limited, but it's as far as, like, a high-end editing software, that's probably as good as you'll get for free. What do you... I didn't like the one you used, because Kylie used it for a bit. Was it even free? It was $20, I think.
Yeah. No, it was, like, it's £2. British. Something like that.
I swear Kyla paid like $20. Maybe she got the wrong thing.
Probably then, because mine's like next to nothing.
It was horrid to work with.
Well, mine's not. Mine's fine. It's basic as, but I like that because I tried your fancy Vegas and I can't be doing with it.
There's a lot
buttons.
on screen with Vegas, but it's It allows you to do pretty much anything, which is nice.
It literally overloads my brain. Like, there's too many tabs, too many buttons, and it's just like, I don't need that. I just need something to put clips in an order, stick a picture on a video every now and again, and some text, and do transitions, and that's all I need.
For the most part, that's all I need too. Yeah, that also helps.
What?
It's pretty rare when I want to do like any kind of fancy stuff, but every now and then I'll mess around. Like I like doing the thing in the angler where if I'm kind of showing a montage of catching fish, I'll make the screen into quarters, and each quarter is a different like fish catch and stuff.
Ooh,
it's nice to have.
Rich McGee.
Man's yoked. I saw that. What's up, Brandon?
Did you kill that fox?
What, the tawny?
No, the one that was just here.
No.
Oh, neither of us did then.
Thoughts on the new change where animals render right away when you fast travel to a tent? This might be a fun conversation to have since we're running through the mountains anyway, and it'll be a little bit slower paced.
Weird.
I can't see that it's a good thing.
I don't know how to feel about it. It's weird. I have got tents, I'll fully admit it, like right next to zones. Because I have been like, oh, max weight Tibetan fox track. You might want to check your fox population up here.
I've found quite a few max weight ones, and they never are special, but I guess we better follow that.
Well, that's because you suck. But no. I'm here, so it will be a massive diamond, promise.
Holy!
And it will be piebald melanistic albino. All in one.
Lucky if I can find the next track to find out. There it is.
No, I don't. Well, you found it. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've got some tents on zones because I've mainly been putting some up for tar, just like where I've got zones. Because, like I said, I'm shooting as much as I can of everything right now to just try and get respawns, try and get any trophies. Like, that's what I've been doing since the beginning of early access. To get as many trophies as possible, learn as much about these species as possible. And I do find that with tar, at least, which I think a lot of the discussion is going to be around grinding for tar and using it specifically. I do find that the tar go alert very, very fast. Like, they know you're there. It's not like with the water buffalo on stream. They seem to be a lot more less sensitive than the tar do.
Right.
So that's at least a good thing, is that even a little bit of movement will set them off that you're there, or if the wind direction is not great and stuff, it will set them off that you're there. But I just don't. It feels like a bug, but apparently it's not.
Yeah. So, I said this on yesterday's stream, and I don't know if you were in there at the time. I also, because I know, just to clarify, like where the information comes from that it's intended was Scarecrow asked Jaxie, and he said yes, it was intended. I also messaged Jaxie, and I was like, "Is this like?" Was this the idea behind the change? And I don't want to like, repeat DMs and stuff, but the idea I got basically was the point in making the change wasn't to allow people to do that. I don't think animals were not. Let me try this again. I don't think animals were supposed to be invisible when you'd spawn in the past, like up to 200 meters. So I think they were actually trying to fix that. And maybe didn't consider people putting tents right on top of zones.
Yeah.
That was kind of like the impression I got, that it wasn't. I saw Jibber said, like, I feel like they did that in exchange for tar not having a drink zone. I don't think it had anything to do with that.
No.
I just feel like, not that grinding is very much hunting anyway, but I just feel like any little bit of strategy and stuff is kind of thrown away if you can put your tent right on top of the zone. That's the only. I don't really care if it's at 120 or whatever instead of 200, whatever. But if you're putting them at 30 meters and like just slaughtering them before they can run away, the last little bit of hunting that grinding might have is kind of gone too. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying, and I don't know how people are going to feel about tar in general, hunting them. Like, I tried to say in my video when talking about hunting tar is there are quite a lot of zones in very brushy areas. Like, it's not all like right now we've got a beautiful open spot in front of us. Like, this would be the ideal place really to see a few groups of tar feeding, but you'll see all the trees around us and they'll be in there sometimes, and I feel like almost, this is going to sound really stupid, but it's the only way I can think of describing what's in my head, that if they want to just do feed zones, they almost need to click and drag all of those zones that are in the lower regions up to the higher points up on the map. Because there's some, like, I'm going to open my map and show where I'm talking about. Like, along here, there's this great big long road. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's Flinter in the very north of the map that goes all the way along here. It's just a great big open road. And then the same over in the Hingiri area, there's like some really nice open like pathway like along the tops of ridges and stuff. That's where I feel like they should be, is right up there. And then rest in the trees. Like, I feel like that would be more suitable.
From a grinding perspective, or even just hunting perspective, they are in some tough spots. And, like, when it comes to the tent thing, assuming that it doesn't end up being fixed or changed or whatever, if I spawn at a tent and there's a tar right in front of it, I'm not going to say, go ahead, buddy, you spawned too close. Like, I will shoot them if they're there, but I'm not going to set up my tents to be 20 meters away. Like, I know that's probably going to be the most efficient way to do it, but I just don't like that.
I've had to do it, though, in some spots. Just
due to tent placement and stuff?
Yeah, because the tents, again, because they're on, like, the slopey bits of the mountains rather than, like, the tops, there's hardly any flat places to place tents. And tripods in some places are just near impossible. And you can't place tree stands almost anywhere. Like, there's a few trees here you probably could. But in the places where the tar live, there's, like, no trees that you could really do that with. And I don't know. Either they remove more trees from certain areas, or they just push the tar upwards, like where they would more naturally be. But then I don't want people, this is the thing, right? It's so hard to have this discussion because I don't want people going, oh, she's just a grinder. She's just thinking about herself and what's going to make it easiest to grind. It's like, no, I don't care. Like, I will grind the most stupid species to grind just because I like the challenge. It's not about, oh, it's too hard or it's too easy. I will do it either way. But I just feel like there's maybe some adjustments that people are going to want to see with the tar when it actually releases.
Yeah, I haven't done like any grinding to see what they're going to be like. I think I found some areas that will be grindable, but we should, I guess when we see it, we'll find out for sure. I lost this thing's tracks, by the way.
The fox?
I can't figure out. Yeah, are you still on?
It was a mythical.
You saw it?
Yeah. You were mid-sentence, and so I just...
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, just shot him. Oh, he's got quite a big estimate.
The one up to 282?
Yeah.
Oh, you did shoot him. Well, I hit the rocks, so.
I
was waiting for his health to go down. I thought maybe you shot another one. We should probably clarify also, Mel is not my girlfriend now.
No. I have a lovely South African partner called Johan. Who may or may not be listening. No, he's not called Jimmy. I remember when we first met him and I couldn't pronounce his name. No idea what his name was.
Johan?
Yeah, I think that's what I said. I was like, oh, hi. Oh.
Marco Polo sheep would indeed be sick. The tar, yeah, like I'd said before, I probably only killed 20, maybe 30. It's probably closer to 30.
I've killed hundreds, I would expect at this point.
Yeah, I just don't know.
They're really inconsistent too, I've noticed.
I figured they would be.
Yeah, it's really annoying. They don't show up sometimes. Like, I think I have, like, most of my zones, if not all of them, in that area that I've circled and stuff to show people where the tar are. I've not found any outside of that. And, like, what I'll do is I'll go do, kill as many yak as possible, and then I'll go kill as many fox as possible, and then I'll go and kill as many tar as possible. And I'll find that I'll go to a tar zone, and it's, like, an hour before the end of their zone time, and they're not there.
Yeah, so I've seen that with yak too, them being really late getting to their zones now.
Yeah, it's annoying.
A little frustrating, yeah.
66.
Not
towards the
bad.
end of the bottom end of the estimate.
How long are you going to stream? Probably another hour. Maybe hour and a half. Sorry.
No. It's difficult. I feel so rude when I speak, and then you speak like that, and I'm like, I don't know chat.
Delay drugs.
Yeah.
A turd.
But yeah, I think if I'm honest with you, I totally think there's going to be a lot of requests for change. And the thing that gets me, and I don't know how other people might think about this, but why do blue sheep drink if tar don't?
Yeah, that doesn't make a ton of sense.
It makes no sense.
I've been saying along the way, I think there was an intentional decision to make a non-drinking great one. Because I think they want to have that as an option.
I don't like that. I've talked about it with people before. I just spooked your tar, didn't I?
Oh, was it you, maybe?
Sorry. I didn't realise they were here. Oh, well, you killed that one.
It was a female, unfortunately. Oh, of course. I don't know why I didn't chamber another round. That was weird. Anyway.
A lot of the species that they've just gone, no, we're removing their drinking zones, it makes no sense. Because first and foremost, if an animal has access to water, to a water source, it doesn't matter whether it's an animal that lives in the mountains or not. If it has access to a water source, chances are it's going to drink.
Yeah.
It's going to go to water at some point. And that's the thing, Springbok, they don't have to drink, they can get a lot of their water from their diet, right? But on hunting reserves, a lot of hunting is done over water. Because when you put a water source there, the animals come to it. And if you are on a hunting reserve, chances are that water sources are being actively conserved by the wardens of that reserve to help bolster the animal population. It's so common. You watch any African hunting videos, especially bow hunting videos, and then normally sat in a blind over water. Because it affects everything. Water is the key to life.
That's true.
If there's water, there will be animals. And it just doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to have these species not have drink zones. I totally get that people don't like grinding. I've been through the motions. If you've ever heard me talk about all of the grinding and herd management and all this, that, the other, all of these different topics, Flinter will know what I'm talking about. I've been through the motions with it, up and down, and I don't like this, maybe this isn't so bad, and had to kind of think about everything and maybe change my opinions on certain things. But to me, every species, except for rabbits, hares, and game birds, should have a drink zone. Realistically. Even if it's only an hour.
I kind of want to track that, but I also am going to run to the restroom real quick, so I'll just sit here on it, and if you want to start tracking it, that's fine, and I'll catch up.
Okay, I can do that.
But I will be right back.
Right back. Oh, that means I've got to, entertain people, huh? Well, hello, everybody. I can't see chat. I have no idea what any of you are saying to me. We'll track this tar. If you didn't know, max weight for the tar is 117 to 140 kg, so this is a max weight tar track. And I also, when talking about the tar, I would really like to see them renamed to Himalayan tar, because that is what they are. There are other species of tar but these are specifically Himalayan tar. They are the same tar that you'll find in New Zealand. Because I saw that as a comment that maybe they didn't name them Himalayan tar so that when they get backfilled to New Zealand, because apparently Beard said that they have plans to backfill them to Te Awara, which would be nice because, you know, they're a very popular game species over in New Zealand. They're the same tar. They are Himalayan tar. That is their species. So kind of calling them just tar feels odd to me. And I know I'm probably going to end up calling them Himalayan tar when I make content and stuff. I know with the species video I did about them, I specifically referred to them only as tar because that is how the game refers to them. But it's just a little bit unusual. It would be like calling Tibetan fox just fox. So it's a bit odd, and maybe that's something they can look at changing down the line. And maybe you can also see, for people who are like maybe watching this in like my recording afterwards, what I mean about like the trees and the brushy areas that these animals will sometimes go through. It's not all open up here.
Oh,
I hear click clacks. Are you back?
Yeah, I kept my headset on so I could hear, and I didn't know.
Nerd.
I wanted to know what you were saying. What did you say about me? I didn't know that the tar. I assumed, like, I knew these were Himalayan tar because this is the Himalayas. I did not know that it was the exact same thing that's in New Zealand. So that's actually kind of good because I want them to. It's weird. I agree. Like tar is just call them Himalayan tar.
There are other types of tar, so they should be called Himalayan tar because that's what they are.
I almost did and I actually discussed this with you. I almost did a video when there was the whole like, I think the Great One tar is going to be a mission animal thing.
Yes, I remember.
And I almost did a video where I was just going to talk about tar as a species and like present both sides of the thing and be like, I kind of think it's insane to think that they would say Great One tar and then as a mission animal, why on earth? But I didn't end up making that video.
I remember being like, yeah, that is such like, if you just like, in future, if they ever come out like with the next reserve and they say, what do you like Greenland? That's the map you want, right?
Yes.
And they put polar bears on it. And they go, the polar bear known as the Great One. So they're like, that's the new Great One. Like, they're not going to say the words Great One and then it not be the Great One species. Like, in terms of marketing and stuff, it would just be the most stupid move. Like, you're setting your customers up for disappointment at that point.
Yeah,
like,
that was my whole argument from the beginning.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's never going to happen.
That would be an insane, like, PR move. Video just dropped. Nice. And by the way, I saw somebody say we have 700 in here. I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Holy, that's a lot of people that were just listening to me ramble.
I was going to say, it's good that I said that after I came back, I guess, because every time, like, the one that was specifically, I was 700 as well that time. When our furniture got delivered and I had to go help with that, it was supposed to be later in the day and they showed up early, so Kyla was like grinding Red Deer. And she's always like, there's so many people, I'm nervous. But that's what I was going to say when I came back. I was like, you could stream just fine. You had the whole thing ready to go.
No, I just talk and ramble. No, you sound professional.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't feel professional. Professional, did I just say?
Professional. Very professional. Like, you got the... You do your streamer voice, like I said. You've got your tone and dialect and everything that you use for streams. And then there's just me, and I'm just like, hi! In
the last, like... how long have I been doing, like, these longer streams with the angler and stuff? 3-4 hours? Like, the last 3 months, maybe? 4 months?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I feel like I've done something, or I speak a little bit differently. Because if I do my recording voice, because it's a little different, there's a little more behind it, I guess. If I did that for 4 hours, I would have no voice left. But I can stream for 4 or 5 hours now, and I don't lose my voice like I would have after 2 hours in the past. So I don't know what I do differently, but even like streamer voice can change a little bit.
Yeah, maybe you're just a bit more like chill with it.
I think that's all it is. And when I was, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, whatever, probably the exact speaking voice I'm doing right now probably wasn't the same tone and stuff.
Yeah, definitely not.
Now
listening to your videos,
I think it sounds more similar to my videos than like my stream and video voice sounding. I know that sounds so dumb, but anybody that's like, why do you have a streamer voice? Just talk normally. Like talk on the phone and then talk to your friends and you'll realize you talk on the phone different. Like you just you put your best self forward.
Yeah, you're not faking it. It's just...
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, it's like when I record content, I try not to be like, I don't know how to say it. I try to talk more formally.
Yeah.
My mum thinks it's hilarious. She says you sound so posh. Like, because I walk around the house and I'm like, I want some water in it. And then I'm like, you listen to my video and I'm like,
hello there.
The Himalayan tar live in the highest points of the mountains here on the pole. And she's like, you sound so different. But I'm not doing it on purpose.
Yeah, it literally does just happen.
Yeah, it's like a flick switch. It just is.
Imagine hunting camels? I don't know if I'd like... I mean, I would shoot them.
Yes.
But I don't think I'd like hunting camels.
I would.
In real life or in game?
Both. Put them on the Australian outback. They taste... Right, first thing, camels in real life taste amazing.
Really?
Camel mince
I would not have expected that.
Mwah, it is delicious.
I would have expected them to be like sinewy and gross.
No. Camel is delicious. I have tried so many exotic meats. Camel is up there as one of the favorites. I really like camel.
That could be misinterpreted.
Shut up. No. Why did you say that?
Because it made me laugh.
Oh, you dingus. So, Mel, how's the camel? Yeah, get asked that now, and it's your fault.
L.R. Fitzsimmons says, I too have indulged in exotic meats.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Camel's Tasty lived in, what is H Africa? You might know.
H Africa. It's good though, camel. It's good. And they need to add skull mounts to the game, because have you ever seen a camel skull?
Nope.
They are freaking incredible. One of my dream, like, if I went on a camel hunt, I'm having a skull mount. It's the same as, like, if I went on a hippo hunt, I'm having a skull mount.
Well,
like, their
I've seen that.
Skulls are gnarly.
Hippo skulls are wild.
Yeah,
there's those memes
so
where it's like, how would aliens recreate the animal if they saw the skull and it's like a big crazy dino thing, but it's actually just a goopy hippo?
Yes. Just like a round creature.
You've seen a camel skull? I'm gonna look one up.
Yeah, Google it. The teeth are wild. Like, they're so cool. And the eye sockets are really unique too. Like, the way they almost protrude outwards.
Is dromedary a camel or no?
Yes, dromedary camel.
Yeah, they look... It's almost boar-like.
Yeah, they're really, really cool. Huge teeth. I'm such a nerd when it comes to skulls. What?
Bottom boy said, I like camel and moose, primarily lower leg, foot area.
No. Terrible.
That was
bad. Banned.
Camels are apex predators inside. Yeah, they're apex predators trapped in like a big goober body. Hello.
Do you want to keep tracking this tar?
We don't have to. Is it just fleeing?
Yeah. And I'm just not finding... Like, this is what I mean. There's just no open areas. Like...
When was the last track you had?
Literally just there.
What?
Literally just there.
Am I not on his tracks anymore?
Probably not. You're, like, blind. Like, right here.
No, I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
Mel do Flanter's voice and Flanter do Mel's voice. I can't get my voice that high, but I think I can at least sort of like match the tone.
But I sound like a man, so deal with
clearly. And you have a beard, Remy Warren.
Yeah. I'm a bearded lady. I could go to the circus and I can be a performer. Like, did you ever watch The Greatest Showman with the bearded lady? You know, The Greatest Showman that Hugh Jackman did, that film? Did you ever watch that?
Don't think so. By the way, I got off his trail now, so we can just go over.
Okay. You lead. You're Matt.
Okay.
I was going to say, I can be like the bearded lady from that, and I'll do my own songs.
Bottom Boy said, sounded like a boy, not a man.
Oh, boy.
You're alright, boy. Wish I could just be Arthur Morgan in another life.
I once had a dream about my fiance, like, gunfighting Arthur Morgan over me, and it was really funny to wake up and tell him that.
I hate to tell you this, but Arthur would win.
No, my fiance won. But it was just really funny to, like, because we'd both been playing Red Dead, and that's obviously why it happened. And I woke up and I was like, hey, babe, do you want to guess what I just dreamt about?
Arthur was like, I'm a man. You're just a boy.
And then Johan whipped out his pistol. And I was like, no, you.
That was a sick Arthur Morgan impression. Usually I can only do the sick Arthur Morgan impression. I mean, literally. Got tuberculosis, Dutch. Arthur. I can't do Dutch.
Please don't do Dutch.
Huh?
I said, please don't do Dutch.
It's not my plan. I was going to try to do the impression. But what are the odds that's I'm not going over there. I don't care. What did you say?
I said, I have a plan.
Oh.
It's like when you kept the freaking diamond moose that you kept saying, like, you had a series of videos and you kept saying, I just want one more diamond moose. And it was like every video you get a diamond moose and then you're like, I just want one more diamond moose. And
I wanted all the racks, I think.
I found him. He's a 4. Oh.
I'm going to get him. Maybe. Spotting out live would be really convenient.
I didn't see him.
Got him.
The dead?
Yeah.
Nice.
I used the 300. So
as a great one. Well, yeah, 300 kills them good.
I would literally, like, I said this yesterday too. I keep thinking, like, what if one spawns before I grind? I would try to get another one. I think that's the only way I'd ever try to get 2 is if I get one without even trying. Yeah,
I don't know if I'll go for multiple for this one, unless I get Fabled Half, and then I'm going for another.
You don't like the half?
I do not like. It's just too basic for me. Like, it's all right, but it's just black and white. Like, the other ones have got patterns and stuff, but it's literally just half black, half white. And
they should have done, like, more unique shaggy fur maybe with that one.
There's a nervous level 4 up there.
I just saw it. Did it just go behind the hill?
Yeah.
I saw it last second. I was looking at chat.
Yeah.
Oh, another one. A 3.
But, yeah, it doesn't have any patterning or anything. And that just makes me sad. Like, that's I don't hate it, but it's my least favourite out of all of them. It's kind of like Mocha Fallow. Like, it's alright, but it's my least favourite.
It probably is my least favourite too. But if I got it, I'd be happy with it. What horn variants do you think they're going to do? Because I bet it's not just the 2, because there's the one in the... Yeah, broken won't be cool. Or even just like a big chunk out of it, but it's the whole horn still exists. Yeah, something damaged. Why does it say 0? Nick, thank you for the 5 Get the memberships, regardless of what it says on screen. We got Hez, Montana, LR Fitzsimmons, Sweehelmer, and there should be one more. Gary. Guys, be sure to thank Nick for the Get the Subs. Join the Discord, link up your YouTube Get the Member role, and enjoy the green name and emojis in chat. We're going to have alerts playing for a minute here. Thank you again, Nick. Or the alerts. So weird it says 0. I'm going to have to go through and, like, fix that. Very strange. But then, as we know, YouTube itself is doing weird things currently. True. Looks, I mean, YouTube angrily. It clearly has changed something because it used to show only new members. My recurring members would never come up on screen. Now it's the inverse. It's the opposite. Yeah, and then the other day they had that thing where nobody could stream or upload for several hours.
Then there was something else. And now people are having problems. Like, you saw me complaining about this in the group chat. People are having problems with my videos. If any of you,
the audio.
right, I'm gonna say this right now. If any of you in chat have watched my videos and or intend to because, you know, Flinter said to, if you have weird audio, it isn't my fault. Like, I'm really sorry, but all of my videos are the same audio level. Like, there's one that's got music in it. It's been turned down to, I think it's 0.01 or something. Like, it should be barely audible. It's barely audible on everything, and then I go and play it on YouTube, and then it's like deafeningly loud. And I've got no way of fixing it. And what's even weirder is, like, when people first told me about it, I listened to the videos again on YouTube and they were all fine. I woke up the next morning and had more comments about it, so I listened to them again, and the volume had changed on 2 of the videos. One went super quiet and one went super loud. So I have no idea what's happening. They're all recorded, like, I do batches of videos. So, like, today's 2 videos were recorded literally back to back within seconds of each other. And yesterday's videos were all done at the same time. The day before's videos were all done at the same time. And they're all the same levels. So I don't know what YouTube's doing, but it's really, really weird and really frustrating.
They're clearly changing some things, so it definitely could have been that. I don't know how the audio levels change. That's really odd.
I do, but it's like, you saw, Kyla listened to my videos and she said the tiger one was super quiet. And then Tyler listened to them and said that they were all perfectly normal. And Johan listened to them, said they were all perfectly normal. And then someone told me that the video was super loud. So, like, how am I... Like, I can't fix that.
Wait, Jason says YouTube's adding a new feature that makes the sound dumb? What you mean? Something like stable sound. Ah!
That's probably
See, that
why.
could very well be doing it. That's exactly the type of thing. Because if it's stable sound, it's probably trying to... Like fix
equalize it.
Sound, yes, equalize like peaks and stuff.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Solution: boycott YouTube? Yeah, I'm only uploading to X now. Sometimes I think about uploading my videos to X, but I don't think it's worth it.
I left X because I posted a hunting picture and then I got very told off.
Was that pre-X?
Yeah, that was when it was Twitter.
Run by Twits.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, yeah.
It was so funny because this was back in the day where... Okay, so side note, just for people that are listening, so I don't sound like a psychopath. I used to... I'm a massive biology nerd. I love animals, I love biology. If it's animal-related things, I'm interested in it. And biology is a big thing for me. And especially osteology, which is bones, skulls... That's, like, my thing. And I used to get shipments of, this is going to sound so bad, animal heads from animals that had, like, died in a zoo, had a post-mortem, and then I would clean the skull and process it and everything into, you know, a nice, clean skull. And I used to post pictures of the fresh heads when they arrived, right? The fresh heads that had just been cut off an animal. Hide on. Literally, it just... Yeah, eyes, everything. Just... I used to post that, and then post the clean skull next to it, so people could get, like, an idea of the process and everything, and I'd show it all. People loved that. I posted one picture of me with a rabbit that I shot to eat, because it was pest control, and I was going to eat it.
Skull thing.
It was a rabbit that I shot to eat, but it was because I was in the picture... And it was my first thing that I'd ever hunted. Oh my god. The hate I got for it. From the people that were there for the skull content. Saying, oh, you're a murderer, you're clearly a psychopath. And it's like, and what really got me is I posted a picture, like, I didn't just post a picture of me with the rabbit, I posted the picture of the rabbit skinned, processed, and going into the oven, like, to cook.
Right.
And one of the comments I got from someone who followed my page was how much of a psychopath I was for showing its dismembered body and its organs. And I was like, I'm cooking it to eat.
People that don't know where their food comes from concern me. I'm going to replay that alert. I think, maybe. Yeah. Roman, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate the support. I wanted to just go ahead and throw that back up on screen. I really do appreciate that.
Apologies.
Mel
for
got a new
speaking over your
subscriber.
alert.
Good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to speak over the alert.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good. I didn't want to cut you off and be like, stop.
You should have. I know I'm annoying to listen to.
No, but it's good that I can replay them so I can throw them back on screen.
That is handy.
I had a similar experience. I would like to think, to some degree, my videos are flavored by like my real life hunting experience, and at least at some points that should shine through. Like there's times I'll be like,
100%.
oh, that felt so realistic, like a deer walking behind the brush like that. I've had that happen.
Yeah, 100%.
And it was in the official The Hunter Discord. Somebody saw one of my real life hunting videos and said, I just unsubscribed to Flinter. I can't believe he shoots animals in real life. I'm so like disappointed or something. I was like, what?
That's insane.
What's happening right now?
That is actually insane. Like, you listen to like any of your videos, it's quite obvious that you hunt in real life.
That was one of the. It's probably not as bad. I wasn't, I didn't have the whole like.
The hate.
Yeah, it was just one person, but.
I just came off of Twitter. I was like, if I can't post an animal that I'm going to eat, but you guys are perfectly okay with me posting.
Yeah, that's
like
wild.
Quite gory stuff, then I'm just not interested in posting on this anymore. I was legitimate. I think to be able to harvest an animal, process it and eat it, like to do the whole thing, I think that's quite an achievement. And I think if you're going to eat meat, like if you want to be vegan, vegetarian, whatever, that's, good for you. You do you. That's perfectly, awesome. It's great. But if you want to eat an animal or eat animals in general, I think knowing the process of how it happens, how an animal is processed and everything, I think it's an important lesson. And I think it's an achievement if you actually do decide to go and, learn about these things for yourself.
Yeah, because taking part in it.
You see it all the time, the comments that are like, why do you need to hunt? Just go to the grocery store. And it's like, do you not realize that is still an animal? Like that, what you're seeing is a piece of muscle from an animal that somebody else killed and butchered for you.
Jay just said it perfectly. Same idea. Can't believe you'd shoot an animal instead of going and buying meat from the grocery store where no animals are harmed.
Well, people think that. It's the same as some people think that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
It's hard to put into words because I guess you go out there and shoot it, and then there's always those videos that they piss me off so much. It'll be like a fawn. There's this video of a fawn with an arrow stuck in its hip that some jerk shot.
Yeah.
But then there's the guy that comes in and rescues it, and then it's a mule deer in the next video, and then it's a whitetail in the next video, and then it's a doe in the next video, and then it's a buck. And I'm like, you people are so dumb.
Yeah.
It's not the same deer. He's not coming back to thank the guy.
Yeah, but, exactly.
It's hard to make that point where I go out and shoot my thing as opposed to we don't even buy beef anymore. We just use venison.
Yeah. It's
awesome. Different, but the animal that lives in a couple acre fence its entire life versus the animal that can go wherever it wants. To me, the one that I shot had a better life, a better quality life the entire time. Yeah,
and I always say to people, because this used to happen at school as well. I was badly bullied at school. No one liked me because I was the weird kid. Which I now knowing I'm autistic. Into biology heavily, and you teenage kids, you process skulls and stuff, that's so weird and gross and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, and they found out that I had eaten venison and stuff, and they were like, how could you eat a deer? They're so majestic, and the way they were saying it made them sound like they were sacred. And I said, do you eat meat? If you don't eat meat, that's kind of a null and void point. I said, but do you eat meat? Yeah, and I said, so you eat beef and stuff? And I said, yeah. They said, yeah, even. And I said, so what makes a cow's life less valuable than a deer's? And then they just were like, and they have no argument, because it is still a living creature. It's still something that was living and breathing, and now it's not. It's like you can't place really a value on an animal's life just because one's domesticated and one's not. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and I really don't fault people that do that, because I even have that same. I'm gonna make it blue sheep time, I think. I have that thing where I'm like, I don't think I'd eat a horse. There's no. It's an arbitrary thing. They sometimes seem a little more sentient than other animals, but like I don't fault people for that. But the whole like, how could you eat a deer if you also eat beef is dumb.
Yeah. Like, I
what did I just click on? It's fine.
If you don't want to eat a certain thing, that's fine. But then you can't also then judge someone that does. Like,
that's all it is.
Yeah, people are very, and it's the same. It seems to be just human nature. People like to judge other people on what they do, even if it has no impact on them.
I was just gonna say something down the state. It's a human nature thing, like, you know, we are not going to get into politics, but it's the easiest example. People on the left think people on the right are evil. People on the right think people on the left are evil. It's like, now they live completely different lives and different things matter to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's some evil people, but there's not very many.
Yeah, exactly. I've been friends with so many people that have had differing opinions to me on things. It's like, you don't have to be in agreement with a person 100% of the time to be friends with them, to just not be horrible to them. Like, there's plenty of people that do things that I would never do, but
what?
Shut up. You're exempt from what I'm about to say, but I'm not going to be mean to them. Flinter, on the other hand, deserves everything he gets. I like how I managed to turn this into talking about real-life hunting. I apologize.
It always comes back around to that eventually.
It was like that conversation on Twitch about the ethics of hunting and stuff. I think it's it's a hunting game, isn't it? It just ends up, comparing things to real life.
It's fun to like have the conversation and stuff too.
It is. Because again, lots of people have lots of different opinions, but if you can have a civil discussion with someone that has completely differing opinions to you, then good for you. You don't have to. People that just have to be right all the time infuriate me. You don't have to be right about everything. There is such a thing as an opinion. Can you believe it? Right, yeah, no, you're not. Kyla, tell him.
I think she's at her grandma's now, so there's no saving you now.
Ah.
Hey, Jay, thank you for the super chat. Nobody knows where food comes from anymore. I like how people pretend to be homesteaders now. Did anyone see that video of the girl and her strawberry crop that she pulled out of the ground like carrots? Yeah, I saw that.
That's amazing.
There is, and it's popular. I kind of get it. Like, I kind of get why people like to watch that stuff. But for faking having a strawberry crop, buying them from the store, and shoving them in the ground is pretty hilarious.
I love that image. That is great.
Because I've thought about it, like, not that I'm ever going to do it, but, like, since we started the garden this year, I'm like, it'd be kind of cool to, like, do little, like, a gardening channel where you show progress and stuff. Like, watching the onions grow has been so much fun. I've had them in the ground for, like, 2 weeks, and there's some that are, like, a foot tall, the greens already.
It's
the
cool,
onion bulbs
isn't it?
aren't a foot tall. Don't freak out. Yes.
Flinter's got the biggest onions.
My onions are giant. Actually,
confirmed. Yeah, confirmed. You have giant onions.
Steelers or Eagles? I'm a Steelers fan. Mel is too, because I made her a Steelers fan.
Football.
Mel's favorite Steeler is Rocky Blyer.
Yeah. Woo! Sports.
That's a cool football name, though. Rocky Blyer.
I don't know. It's just sports, isn't it?
Dude fought in Nam. Got half his foot blown off and went back to the Steelers and won some Super Bowls. No joke.
Wow. That's impressive. Every time you talk about sports, I'm just completely like floored. You say such weird things.
Like random facts and stuff?
No, names of stuff and that. That's not a real sports term, surely. But then every chat is like, oh yeah, he did this jump flipsy kick. And I'm like, the heck? What do you mean? He kicked the ball from one side to the other.
I'm assuming it's
sports.
Yeah, well, it's like if you're in that world, like all that stuff makes sense. But it's the same as like somebody will be like, "Do you watch rugby?" I'll be like, "I sort of know stuff about it," and then they start explaining things. I'm like, "Oh, never mind. I don't watch that much."
Fun fact for you about rugby.
Okay.
This relates to hunting, which is cool because it circles back round. This is why I'm telling you this.
Intriguing.
I once watched some rugby with my parents. Like, I'm not really interested in sport, but I can watch a rugby match because it's not boring to me. And I ended up following one of the players on Instagram. Only turned out that he was a deer stalker in his off the pitch time, and we ended up having quite a few chats. He was actually a really cool dude, but he played for Wales, I think. It was just out of all of the people that were there playing on that pitch, I was like, I'm going to follow you. And he was a deer stalker. And I just thought that was hilarious. I picked him out out of all of them.
You smelled
I got the sense. Yeah, I could smell the venison coming from that you'd had for dinner.
There's probably a decent amount of rugby players too, but there's a fairly high number of NFL players that hunt. There were a bunch of Steelers players, like Brett Kiesel and Ben Roethlisberger were big into it, but they would take Troy Polamalu and Heath Miller and Max Starks. I know Carson Wentz, not that you know these names. Carson Wentz had his own hunting show.
I have heard these names, but
I wonder if it's maybe some of it's the thrill-seeking thing. That's not really why I hunt. I guess it's part of it, but that's why a lot of people do.
Yeah, anybody that says there isn't an adrenaline factor, I think, is probably not telling the truth.
I think if you get to the point where there's no adrenaline, it's probably time to stop.
Yeah, because for me, and with my limited hunting experience, I shot 2 rabbits. That's all I've ever shot, and I ate both of them. And when I shot that first one, my heart was pounding. Not because, oh my god, I've just shot something. It was, oh my god, is it dead? Is it suffering? Did I do that? Did I do that right? Is the gun safe? Just making sure that everything had gone right. That was the reason I was getting that adrenaline. And I think, again, that's something people get confused about, is it's not, when people smile when they've achieved a hunt, it's not, oh, I've just killed this animal, look at me, I'm so big, it's, the relief, everything's, you did it, the animal's down, it's all gone smoothly or whatever, it's not you're running around panicking trying to get a follow-up or whatever. Do you get what I mean?
That's where the adrenaline and everything comes from me. It's make sure you make a good shot, make sure everything, and now also make sure it's on film, all that. Yes,
that's an added element, definitely. I get that from this.
Yeah, Favre definitely hunted. You get the adrenaline in the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd get it less if I wasn't... Because I just, I screwed up that diamond blue sheep on stream yesterday. And inevitably, everyone in chat's like, wow, you suck. Which, most of it's joking. But it's I don't want that to happen. So it makes me a little more nervous anytime I'm taking a shot. Shooting the great one moose on stream was
yeah.
Oh, God. Don't mess up.
I felt that. I felt it. I totally felt it when that moose spawned. As soon as you spotted him, I was like, I know exactly what's going to happen now. And my heart was in my mouth for you. Because I knew that if anything went wrong, Like, that's what people... It's like rewind however many hours to, like, when we were talking about the snow leopard thing and bow hunting a diamond snow leopard. It's like, if I messed up one or both of those diamond snow leopards, that's all people are going to say. Oh, did you see Mel? She messed up the diamond snow leopard.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, did you see Flinter? He messed up the great one moose on stream. And it's like, that's not what you want people to be going and saying. It's like that added pressure of, I've got to make the shot because everybody's watching.
Yeah,
it's like, it's almost like a performance aspect.
Yeah, and even though, like, maybe I don't always want that pressure, it does, for me at least, it actually keeps the game slightly more fresh than it maybe would otherwise be.
Yeah, totally.
You get just that extra bit of adrenaline.
It's the same as, like, when people say, like, what should I do to keep the game interesting and stuff? And I'm like, set goals. Because if you have, like, something that you're specifically chasing after, and then you work and work and work for it, the moment that you do find something, it's just like a bomb goes off in your chest of adrenaline. And it's absolutely wild. And that's like when people say to me, oh, how do you sit and grind for 12 hours a day? Man, because I'm waiting for that great one or that rare or whatever to show up. Like with the tigers, running around shooting tigers over and over again. I was waiting for that adrenaline kick of seeing a rare and being able to get that on film and then being able to share that. Like, that's always my favorite moment, is actually comes from being like, here's the thing that I've made with this, and sharing that creation of whatever I've done with it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's... to me, like, I like to try to make, like, an experience out of it with the video.
Yes.
And, like, all the work that goes into making it, or getting it to spawn, is one thing. But then trying to get it down to, like, a 12-minute experience or whatever is my favorite part.
Yeah. And that's why I started doing the thing of following and filming great ones. Because I felt like so much of great one content was either just grinding, like just plain grinding, which is fine. And I'm not, like, criticizing anybody that makes this kind of content. It's just I was trying to do something different. It's either like shooting lots and lots and lots of animals, which is the process. That is what you have to do if you're grinding, is shooting things and hoping for the best in terms of respawns. But I felt like when the thing that they, people wanted to spawned, it was, oh, there it is, and it was over within 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's why I've always used the bow, like, just to experience it longer. Exactly,
to hold on to that moment. And I remember people saying in some of my videos, oh my goodness, I remember the red deer? I think that was back when we sort of first really started talking a lot. And I filmed that great one red deer. And a lot of people just weren't doing that at the time. I know that more and more people have started to do different things and film their great ones more, but it wasn't a big thing at the time. And I remember I posted a short of just a clip from the longer video of the great one red deer coming and looking at me through the scope, and I think he warning called, and it was just super cool to have that kind of close up with, what is such a rare animal. I was getting so many comments. Why didn't you shoot it? Why didn't you shoot it? Why didn't you shoot it?
Yeah.
Like over and over, people wishing harm on me and stuff for it. And I was like, I pinned a comment, everything like that. It says this is just part of a full video. Like it's a 60-second clip just to show how beautiful this animal is. Like, not everything has to be wham bam thank you ma'am.
Yeah, at that time you couldn't tie a short to a YouTube video either, right? Because now you can.
I don't think so. But I did pin comments and everything, and I responded to every comment that I could, saying it's from a full video. Like, so there was plenty to tell people. I think it was in the caption or something. There was plenty to tell people that it was from a full video, and it was just clear from what I was doing. I would have thought that I was just observing it. And I mean, that grind was that grind was hell. Do you remember my PC blew up in the middle of it? And I had to buy a second PC because they didn't know if I would ever get that back.
I didn't realize that was during the same grind.
Yeah, it was.
Did you get your... You had whitetail before the red deer, right?
Yes.
Because whitetail weren't fixed a long time before red deer came out.
No, I know. I was one of the early people with a whitetail.
I was trying to remember if you were early, like, before they were fixed or early once they were fixed. Okay.
Because mine bugged out, but not in the switching levels way. It bugged out in the freezing in place way. And it's funny, if you go back... Because back when I did that grind, I didn't know as much about the game as I do now. Like, I would say my knowledge of the game has just exponentially increased because I put a lot more time into it. Because back then I was still finishing sixth form and stuff. Like, I'm out of schooling and everything now. So I have all my time to put in to doing this.
Right.
And I remember I was in South Africa. It was when I went to see Johan for the first time, my partner. I was in South Africa when your video came out of getting the Great One Whitetail. And I looked at Johan, because I had my iPad that I have here that I'm talking to you on, and I looked at him, and I said, and I laughed, I said, that is so cool, but, the bird has now decided he's going to join the conversation. But I said, I'm never going to get one of those. I said, never will I get one of those. That was the words that came out of my mouth. And then I came home and I ended up kind of finishing sixth form, kind of being signed out of sixth form because of health. And I put a lot more time into the game. And I was like, maybe I'll shoot some whitetail and see what happens. This is back when whitetail were only on latent.
Yeah, the good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. And I shot, I think it was about 700 deer. I had 5 diamonds in that amount of kills.
So different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had 7 or 8 my whole time.
One of them was max weight. I think the one before, and this is where I started my little ritual of, before I get a great one, I'll get a max weight diamond. And for most of my grinds, that's been true. But I got that max weight diamond as number 5, I think it was, and then the next day, the great one spawned. And I remember people went mental, like absolutely lost their minds at the fact that I got a great one whitetail, because I was one of the first ones with a great one huddle too. There was only a couple of other people that had them at the time. But when I got that one, and what I did was I knew I wanted to film it. Like, that was the thing. I wanted to film it up close, try and get some kind of interaction going with this animal. And it was really weird, and I think whitetail just were a bit buggy at the time.
Yeah, they had issues.
It was the middle of their drink time. He was in their drink zone. The whole herd was there. They were calm. I didn't spook any of them. And then they just wandered off. Just wandered off. They wouldn't respond to... Literally, they wouldn't respond to calls. They wouldn't do anything. So I fast-travelled. back to... I think it was Balmont Outpost. It's the very, right at the bottom of Balmont.
Mm-hmm.
And I fast-travelled there. And it was just on that distance where it would cause them to bug.
That's about what I did too, but yeah.
Yeah, and I went back to the spot, and there was the herd with the great one, but they were all stood in place, but it said travelling. And if you watch the video, you'll see, you can tell I don't understand fully what's happening. I'm crouched in a bush calling for 5 minutes, and this deer doesn't do anything. Because I'm like,
no.
Yeah, because I'm expecting it to move, right? And it just doesn't move, it doesn't move. And then eventually I just pull the M1 out, because that was the gun at the time. Pull the M1 out and shoot him at 150 meters, because they just weren't doing anything. And I didn't know that they were stuck in place. If I knew, now, if I got a great one and I saw that happen, my instinct would be run towards it and see if I can get pictures.
I was going to say, the screenshots of a stuck great one would be... Because
I've seen people do it.
You can cut them out and stuff. but the thumbnail, my thumbnail is a screenshot TK took from like the.
I know from the death
passed
thing.
them out.
Yeah.
It always looks better if it's an actual screenshot.
Yeah, and I remember like being so confused by it, like not had any. I remember saying to people, I was like, I don't understand why they did this, but they just wouldn't come to calls. They wouldn't respond. And what was really weird is when I shot the great one, most of the herd then fled.
That still happened. Like I just did that with Yak on stream yesterday. They were stuck. I shot one and they took off.
Yeah, and so I was so confused. And then, like 2.5 years later, I saw someone else's video from the time saying all this work and my great one whitetail bugged out. And it was frozen in place exactly the same as mine had been. And it clicked. I was like, oh my God, that's what happened. I got so lucky. I must have just gone out of render, but instead of bugging out and becoming an overweight level 3 like they used to for a lot of people, he just froze.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. It was a while after you got your maybe first couple great ones. So they fixed the overweight 3s and then the 4s and 5s that they would spawn as.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with getting all these different animals. The great ones for me are something really cool. Like, they're not the be-all and end-all, but I do love them. Just because it's a unique animal to try and film and photograph and stuff. Like, I will do a lot of grinding. I'm that kind of person that's kind of in the middle. Like, when I see people talk and they're like, oh, these grinders that are ruining the game, I'm like, I guess I'm that. But then I do plenty of other hunting. I mean, you know that. I'm always, chasing things in single player, or I'm in multiplayer looking for something, or I'm doing this or I'm doing that. It's just, if I'm really focused on something, I'm really focused on getting it. Like,
when it comes to...
That's what's going to happen with Tar very soon.
If you want to get a great one, Tar, other than just basically playing the lottery and hoping you get lucky, you're going to have to kill a bunch. That's how great ones work, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Okay,
I
at
wish
least there's a male.
it was just... Oh, is there a male?
It's taken 87 years to kill one.
This is the lake where I got my double diamonds.
I think was it here? Yeah, my first diamond was here.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, and now there's none, which is
strange.
Because there were like 40.
Mine were in that corner there.
If you want northeast, about 250, there's a decent male.
Oh, I see them. There's 2 of them. They can get a 300 for respawn purposes. Actually, is that one like... No, it's okay. Like, are you even gonna bother? No, okay. He didn't even bother to flee.
It looks so funny in multiplayer because they just keep on walking and then they just fall and die.
It's just like, oh, okay then.
What's up,
got
Rusty?
shot.
I'll just quit. It's like a weird example, but when you catch a stalked trout,
oh yeah,
they'll fight for about 3 seconds and be like, well, I guess you got me.
Oh no, I've been caught. How unfortunate.
You hook into a native brook trout that's like 5 inches long and it fights with every ounce of its life.
I mean...
Are you racing that sheep over there?
I mean, it looks like it, huh?
I think you're winning. You really are running faster than it.
I'm just that good. Speed hacking, definitely. I've had people accuse me of that in multiplayer when all I'm doing is running.
Oh, speed hacking. It's probably somebody that has like a laggy system or whatever.
And I'm like, no, I promise you I'm not speed hacking. You can come and like literally stand next to me if you want to. I'm not speed hacking.
I don't think I've gotten that accusation.
I would never do that. I get that, and are you actually Mel?
Are you actually the Mel?
And then I'm like, no one's going to impersonate me, really, are they? But then one person did. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because it was found out via another streamer's stream. Because they they teleported all the animals into one place.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and
I thought they
was in single player at the time, and I was like, in the stream watching, and I'm like, that's not me.
That's what you
That
want.
was
like,
fun.
Someone hacking and pretending to be you.
Oh, just the most fun thing. It's like, I don't get enough accusations,
Need more.
Always. But until yesterday, I've never been accused of hacking in early access. That's an
that's a new
achievement
one
for me.
Do you think a rework for Bighorn Sheep is coming?
I wish.
Well, I don't see any reason why they would, minus the fact that they look horrible. But generally, they rarely go back and redo stuff.
They really need to, though.
They're so bad.
They're so ugly.
They're the only ones where, like, their models are okay, but not good. They're the only ones where,
their
like,
heads
their
are weird.
antlers or horns or whatever are equally, like, as bad. Like, you look at Roosevelt, kind of, but their models, they're 7 years old. They're okay. Their antlers are meh, but they're not as bad as
Bighorn.
As Bighorn at all. At least you can be like, yeah, that looks. I've seen some big elk that look like that. There's not a bighorn on Earth that looks like the diamond bighorn in this game.
They just look so bad. Like, their faces are all wrong. Like, my top 3 most disliked animals in Call of the Wild because of how they look is bighorn, caribou, and European hare. Just why?
Yeah, the caribou they're rough.
The caribou, it's something with their eyes and their face and their neck is like too squished in. There's just it's
not
weird.
Right.
And then bighorn, and then European hare. I don't know what they looked at, but European hare do not look like that.
No,
not even they're not even close. Like, they're the wrong color. Their ears aren't long enough. They don't look. Like, I remember when we got Quattro, I was like, oh my god, European hare. Because we have hares literally in the field behind my house. There was 9 of them the other day.
They were what, the 3rd rabbit species?
White-tailed jackrabbit.
Scrub hare.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that scrub hare, white-tailed jackrabbit, and Euro hare are much more than the same model kind of squished around in different ways.
Yeah. Pretty much. The scrub hare are bad, but like, I would still say that the European hare are worse. Like, they're not close. If you've never seen a European hare, Google them. They are.
I think I've looked it up before.
Stunning, absolutely stunning animals.
They almost look like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, they're seriously big in real life. They're like a terrier size. They're big. Like, they can get really big. And they're just gorgeous creatures. And I remember when they announced Quattro and they said, we're getting European hare. And I was like, oh my god, that would be so cool to have those in game. They are gorgeous. And then they look like that. And I was like, why?
Oh. It's so clear that a new map like this one is obviously going to generate so much more hype, and for the company more revenue, and for the player base like more stuff to do. But I would love if they could go back and, like, just with what they're able to do now with all these animals, like if somebody said ibex, if they could just have like the fur, even the blue sheep have, not the colors but the actual like individual hairs, that would make so many species so much better.
A lot of them, it's just like, for me, the bighorn faces are wrong. The ibex faces aren't quite right. The shape of them, like I said, the caribou faces aren't quite right. And a lot of it as well, I've noticed when you look at a pre-reworked species and then the rework, so much of it comes from the eyes, which makes so much sense because the eyes are what gives an animal life. Like, you look in the eyes of things. It's a human thing to look at the eyes.
If you look at snow leopards, tigers, their eyes are amazing.
Yes. And if you look at pre-rework wolf buffalo eyes, they're just little orange beads. You look at them now, they're like a deep dark brown, but they've got eye detail. They actually have eye detail. Yeah, no, it's insane. That's like one of the biggest things I always check on reworks is the eyes. The whitetail, they did it. They were just like a singular
Yeah, that's
texture.
true. That's true.
Yeah, it was just like a singular texture with the pupil in the middle. Now they've got all the little lines and details, and it makes such a difference. Such a huge difference.
I think she said little orange beads, Mr. Doug, not beans.
Little orange beans.
Your eyes look like beans.
Well, I am British, of course. I don't like beans, though.
You don't like beans? You're not British.
I don't like beans. I don't like tea. I don't like coffee.
You like crumpets?
No.
What is a crumpet?
It's like, how the heck do I describe it?
It doesn't sound appetizing in the slightest. Like, it sounds gross.
Like, it's like it's not pastry. Chat, how do you describe a crumpet? Like a fluffy...
Hey Siri, what's a crumpet?
I don't know how to describe it to you. Like, it's such
for breakfast.
A weird thing. I have had beans on toast. It's not that bad. Beans and cheese on toast is nice.
I could see it being alright. It wouldn't be my first choice.
Beans and cheese on toast, like where the cheese is all melty, is kind of just like dipping I would imagine like a melted cheese sandwich into soup or whatever. It's kind of the same sort of thing.
Hatcha says, like our biscuits? Is that all it is? Like kind of a biscuit?
I guess. It's just...
Like a waffle texture. Like a dry, like unsettling biscuit. Okay. Like a dryish waffle texture biscuit. I think I'm maybe getting caught up here. Kind of bread.
You'd like spread stuff on it normally, like jam or whatever. And I guess it's more of how do I say this?
My streams always end up about food. Imagine.
I was gonna say a delivery mechanism to give you jam, but that's not what I mean. Like you spread stuff on it, and that's what you really want to eat. It's like if you spreaded chocolate on it. Like it's a way to get the chocolate to your face.
I was watching a clip last night. Actually, people talk about like eating crab versus lobster and all that, and lobster's basically a butter shovel, so it's the same idea.
Butter shovel? I've never had lobster or crab.
I haven't either, but apparently lobster is really not that good. It's just you put a bunch of butter on it, and it's like escargot. Like if you just ate straight up snails, you probably wouldn't like it, but if there's enough butter and everything, it's fine.
We're going to kill the sheep.
Yeah, there's that alert one on the right, and then there's that blue-gray on the left. I think those are probably the best ones.
That one. Okay, there's the max weight one. Yeah, there's 2 max weight ones.
3.
Okay, well, I'll take the brown one that's walking then.
Okay, I'll get the blue-gray behind him.
Okay. Say 1.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
They're dead. I was gonna smoke that one and it died in my scope.
What happened to you? Escar no, Gananza says.
Oh, I think my brother's had snails. And I don't think he liked them that much.
Sorry to hear that.
Shut up.
Is blue-gray uncommon? I see less of them. No. I think they're common.
Yeah, they're common. I'd say blue, grey, brown, yellow, and slate grey are common. And then if you're fancy like me, melanistic is rare.
I'm not fancy, unfortunately.
Shame that.
Lobster used to be like a poor person food? Yeah, it did. Hey, Ragnar, what's going on, man?
That's how a lot of things are, though. It's like, I saw a post about it. Yeah, and horses. Horses used to be everybody, especially, like, poorer class people, you know, owned horses, worked horses and that. And now it's normally, you know, because they're so expensive to keep, it's people with more money that have horses.
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you want to run around in Tarai, see if we can get some tigers before we're
sounds good to me.
Here? Okay. I guess I'll make it their drink time again. I just find it more fun when they attack you. Like, the one that we got to attack us wasn't drink time, and that was the best one.
Yeah, it was. I like.
Do you like the reworked black buck? Very much.
Yes. And if you haven't seen a piebald one, go and look at them. They are gorgeous.
Have you seen the Statistics now?
Yes.
I went past one of my lodge and like I was recording an outro for a video and I stopped and went, ooh, and I was like, wait, now I gotta redo that. I was in the middle of a sentence, dummy.
I described them as looking angelic with their color palette and blue eyes.
Goldish looking, yeah.
Yeah. They are really seriously stunning.
I don't think we've shot anything special, but a lot of stuff's dead.
Yeah, we've killed a few things, and we've had even more talk.
We've gone through the gambit of conversation, that's for sure.
I feel like I do this every stream that I'm on with you. I'm going to end up messaging you, being like, "Was I annoying?
Did I say anything wrong?"
You literally know the things I say, because that is exactly what I'll say. Because I always feel like I talk too much when I'm on these streams. It's like I've been let out to talk to people.
Nuts! She's out of bed again. Waiting for my leave to be approved for the 18th? Nice.
Literally me during the tar grind. I was saying to people in Discord...
Should we track this?
Can if you want.
I feel like it's just going to be a mess, so...
Okay.
Get it later.
Oh, I was talking to people in the official Discord about, the upcoming grind. And I was saying, I hope it's not going to be like my first moose and all this, that, and the other. And I said my favourite thing that's ever happened, I think, during an intense grind was when Rev on Thule came out and we found out it was black bear. My parents went away on a trip and we lived in the same house. And I was house sitting, looking after the cats and stuff. And obviously they came back, so I went downstairs, unlocked the doors, and one of the first things my mum said to me was, "Are you okay? You have crazy eyes." And that was when I was doing, full on, half a day or more for Great One Black Bear grind. And I remember being like, "What do you mean I'm fine?"
You have crazy eyes.
Yeah, and I like to imagine, the gif of Willem Dafoe that I post all the time, where he does that crazy smile. I like to imagine that that's what I look like when I open the door.
Just been grinding bears for 36 hours the last 4 days.
Oh, yeah, it was painful. Oh, that grind was interesting, that first one. That was 4,600 kills for the first bear. And then I was like, I'm not getting it, not getting it, not getting it. And then he spawned. And I was like, ah.
You were one of the first for bears, too, because nobody was getting them.
I try. This is the thing. I don't care how long it takes for tar. I don't care if nobody likes the tar. I like the tar. I want the tar. And so I'm going to grind the tar, and you're not going to hear from me.
Gonna disappear for a few weeks. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and then I'll pop up it's done. I just know it's gonna be intense. And there will be many screams if I see one show up.
Well, there's the tar will scream at you too. I don't care if it's actually a whistle. I like to think of it as a little scream. Ah! There's a hunter! Ah!
Yeah, he can scream at me, I'll scream at him, we'll scream at each other.
That's how you should make your Great One Tar video.
Yeah.
Keep alerting him, and every time he screams, you scream back.
Yeah. I hope one day, and I hope it's soon, that I can have a proper setup. I'm not doing what I'm doing right now to try and do content, and that I can actually live record stuff, because I know for a fact that some of my Great One reactions have been hilarious. Tyler, his favourite one, Acid Monster, his favourite one is what we were all in a Discord call. This was when Rancho came out. It was my second ever Great One Whitetail grind, because everybody was getting them. And I was like, well, I'm going to go for a second one then, see if I can get one. And I had a terrible day. I can't remember what had happened. It had just been terrible. I think I'd been dealing with people, which is not me. And I was
the worst thing to do, really, is deal with people.
I know. I was teary and I was eating pizza. And I just remember it so vividly. And I was eating pizza and I said, about the only thing that would make me feel better right now is if I got a Great One. And I literally am not lying to you when I say not even 30 seconds later, I crossed this hill and there was a Great One. And all that I apparently said for a good another 30 seconds to a minute was, big rat Great One, big rat Great One, big rat Great One.
It just became a broken record.
Yeah, because it ran past me. It was a zone where I'd come over the crest of this little hill, and then they would run down the bottom side, and I would just obliterate them.
Right.
And I went to take a shot at one, and then just the antlers of the great one filled my scope. I was like, because I almost shot it. Just like, remember when Cool with my spotted great one black bear? And I almost shot the thing.
Yeah, because you can barely tell.
Yeah, literally, me and Flinter were sat, and Kyla and my fiance were all sat in a call. Flinter and Kyla were showing us trail cam clips. And
that was right, yeah.
Yeah, we were looking at a couple of really nice deer. And I was sat there just shooting bears casually. Like, I literally even said to you, not even an hour before, I don't think, that it just felt like there were so few bears on my map that I don't even know if a great one was possible. Like, because it felt so slow. And we were talking about that, and then we were looking at trail cam clips. And again, it was one where I had to come up over the crest of a hill, jump in a tripod, and immediately shoot the bears before they fled. And I took my 300, sniped the first bear, dragged my scope over to this, what I knew was a second bear, hit spot, and very quickly realised that this thing had white spots on it. And I was literally mere seconds away from shooting this great one without ever knowing it was a great one. Oh, just screaming. And
then like hyperventilating for a little while. There were no words that were happening.
But it was just such a shock. Like, you know, a great one, you spot it 200 meters away or whatever. It's like, oh, whoa, that's a great one. But when it's 20 meters in front of you and you've almost just pulled the trigger on it in possibly a bad way, like, I wasn't being particularly careful. I just thought it was just two bears. Like, I just thought, kill them and move on, you know? Doesn't matter if you shoot them in the guts with a 300, they'll die pretty quick. And I just saw those white spots, I just freaked out. I was glad you were in call for that.
Must have scared me when that happened. I don't remember.
I remember you being like, you serious? I think.
Yeah, because we were still, if I remember right, so it turned out to be that big 9-point that I was chasing last year. There was a small buck in the front of the frame. Yes. And we were looking at that, like, it wasn't bad, but it was all right. And we were like, oh, yeah, it's a decent one. And then, like, I saw in the background, like, this just big antler, like, moved to the side. And I was like, whoa, look at that one. So I was, like, trying to zoom in or something. Like, I'm pretty sure it was while that video was up. And then all of a sudden, Mel just starts, like, freaking out. I'm like, I'm going to assume we'll come back to the trail cam videos later. Muntjac do drink woods, yes.
They do.
15 to 18?
Yes.
I almost want to chase them, but I'm not going to have enough time.
They're very cool. I love the muntjac. They're very cool. I want a diamond boy. Don't have a diamond boy yet.
Yeah, I think they're going to be decently rare.
Yeah.
Do you think Diamond 4 is possible? I don't think they have enough variants.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Could be wrong. But there's certain species on this map that I think will make it. Blue sheep, nilgai, possibly. I don't think Barasingha. I
may or may not have definitive evidence of one of those in a later video today. A level 4 diamond.
Heck yeah. But there's tar as well, I think. I think they can. I've had one that was like touching distance of it.
Okay. That wouldn't really surprise me. They don't have a lot of variants in the horns, but might be enough.
No, not really.
Is Mr.'s Karate the way to say that? I'm hoping that's correct. Thanks for becoming a Super Schuster. I appreciate that. Good to have you. Really want to get... It's 109. I want to get like one more tiger.
Yeah. Sounds good. As long as I haven't talked your ear off.
No, I gotta get...
Plural.
I do
you only have one.
I gotta get...
Gotta get going because it's Father's Day.
Pretty much. I gotta make one thumbnail and I gotta water the garden and then I gotta go to my parents.
Oh, I think we have a friend. You not gonna shoot?
I was hoping it was gonna attack you when I jumped over it, but it didn't really work. Jesse, thank you so much for the super chat. Love the streams. SM sending hood luck. What's SM? Or maybe that was I'm sending good luck your way. I think that might have been what it was supposed to be. Nonetheless,
so much.
Tiger.
Oh, coming for us.
Just aggressive. Oh.
I'm coming back. The outpost is like right here.
Okay. It probably won't have killed me by the time you get here.
I'm coming.
You streaming on Twitch now too? I've been streaming on Twitch for close to 6 years actually.
Many time. Much time. Yes.
SM can mean so much? Yeah. Could be.
I was gonna say that, and then you said tiger.
Twiga.
Like
autocorrect? No worries. I think we got it figured out. Uh-oh.
I sees it.
She crouched like she was about to get me.
Oh, I think she might be about to.
It keeps like, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was gonna flee. Lame! You're so lame.
Not good enough. I gotta find another one. Did I miss any trophies? We haven't had any the entire stream, but we've killed a whole bunch of stuff, so... tomorrow's stream? I don't know when I'm gonna do tomorrow's stream, because I gotta get Kyla from the airport. But, should have lots of respawns. Yes!
Kyla's coming up. Oh, yes. I can play with Kyla and talk to Kyla.
Yeah, she'll be here in time for release.
Yes. We've been planning. And then all three of us have to race for a Great One Tar. My money's on Kyla.
She'll probably win. Yeah, I want to...
When does she not?
Maybe Red Deer? I think you got your Red Deer first?
Not sure. Not sure if I did.
She didn't get her Red Deer till like almost Christmas Eve, I remember that.
Yeah. I think I might... Wait, no, because mine was Christmas time as well, because that's when my PC blew up. And that's why it was such a fiasco. Because then I took it to the repair shop and they were like, it could be months until you get this back, if you get it back at all.
Right.
And I was like, great, I shall buy another one from you then, because I cannot be without it for that long. This is my lifeline here. And then they repaired this one and sent it back, so now I have two. At least if this one blows up. Yeah, but at least my thinking is, if this one blows up, I've got an automatic replacement.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to have.
Yeah, because it was
kind of hell like
terrible.
Having Kyla's PC here, like worst case, I have something I can work with when mine dies.
Yeah, like when yours messed up before.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Hers has been flawless, by the way, and it's the exact same thing, so go figure.
It's just Kyla is just
built different.
Like built different. The goddess of Fall of the Wild and the angler.
Literally, I was thinking of the Great One thing. She definitely got a bear first because it took her 400 kills.
Yeah, I know she did, and then she just like shot it really quickly as well.
And it
freaked you out, and then she showed me the clip, and it freaked me out.
We were planning. I'll show you guys what she did in case you haven't seen it. So like, it's walking along. And she's like following it, pretend this tree's it. And it's moving up. She's like following it. And then like she goes like this, like, oh, come on. And then just shoots.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I was watching out the corner of my eye because we were in a group chat. It was me, Will, and Aaron planning our Kentucky hunt, Tennessee hunt. That might have been that year.
Must have been.
Of course, it shows up while we're doing that. And I'm just like watching her. I'm just like, well, did you even get that? And then, of course, died. But
just
what was after Moose? You got a Moose first for sure.
Way before me. I remember. Fallow was before me too, I think.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Before me at this point isn't that big of an accomplishment, so. Hey, Irish.
I mean, but you do like your way of doing things is different though. Like, when it's grind time for me, it's grind time. I might not put out a video for like 2 weeks until I get what I'm looking for. Yeah. But you go and still do normal hunts during that time. It's like I do my normal hunts when I'm not grinding for something. When I'm grinding for something, I'm grinding for something. And then I drive myself to insanity. And that's going to happen all over again.
at least what it's showing audio level wise, Mel's hitting as high a level as me.
Am I super quiet? And then we'll post it on YouTube, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, that annoying man is so loud." Or boy, as was it Bottom Boy that said there was a boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you don't use herd management with moose at the very least. I was leaving some small ones. I don't really do the whole like zone stuff because I don't understand it good enough.
But then I don't really do that either. Like, I have had this discussion with a couple of people, and at the end of the day, all herd management is selective shooting. If you break it down to its, like, basic principles, that's all it is. Because with my moose, and I have, like, I don't like saying it, but, like, I've talked about it in videos. All I did is just, oh, that's a level 1, I'm not going to shoot it. Oh, that's a level 2, I'm not going to shoot it. And now, on my medved, there are only 8 bulls that I shoot. No, it's gone down. There's only 6 bulls that I shoot per run. That's it. If I want to grind moose, 6 individual bull moose. That's it. And that is not from stacking. I didn't do any stacking. I didn't do any, like, swapping of zones around or anything like that. That is literally just, that one's small, not going to bother. That's it. Like, it's not, you see it all the time, like, with herd management videos, and they're like, you need to swap your zones and choose your interiors and your exteriors. You need 207 zones on this map. You need to do this, that, and it. Don't. You just don't. That you don't need to do that. Like, I have had plenty of success. You really don't need to do that. Just go around. Like, yeah, find all your zones, but you don't need to count them. Just, okay, red deer can drink on this part of Te Aurora. This is where they can drink. They can only drink at these lakes or these water bodies, whatever. Go there at their drink time. You have found your drink zones. That is as simple as it is. It doesn't take anything else. You don't need to bother counting, because one person might have, and I'm just making numbers up, one person might have 97 zones and you might have 93. And then I see people being like, well, I've only got 93 zones, I must be missing some. No, it's slightly different for everybody. Just find those zones, and if you see a zone and it's got, for red deer, for example, it's got an 8 and a level 3, shoot the 8 and leave the 3. It's literally that simple. Like,
I don't think I got that one. What, the thing that I struggled with moose is, like, I would leave some small ones, because actually, ultimately, I started killing everything again. That's when my great one showed up, because I started leaving small ones, and I got to where it was like 3 per run, but I wasn't getting 5s either, so I was like, well, then why am I bothered? So I just went to, like, some consistent zones and killed a bunch, and, like, a day later, my great one showed up.
What was in your inconsistent zones, though, is what I would be interested in.
I don't remember, really, but...
Because I am
at times, nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident from what EW have said, from the Mr. Black glitch, and from other things that we have seen regarding Great Ones, that all a Great One is a diamond spawn that re-rolls to a Great One. So, you've heard me talk about this before. I'm confident...
Oh my god!
What?
Level 9 tiger.
No way.
Yes way.
Liar. You're not telling the truth.
Literally straight west.
Oh my god, you are telling the truth. Well, I will shut up. Go kill the tiger.
Okay, should I let it attack me? I think I should let it attack me.
Yeah, you probably should.
I might not let it, like, try to lunge at me, but I at least need to let it go aggressive.
Yeah.
Ooh, that got my heart going.
That's the first time I've seen that pop up.
I know. It's a big estimate.
Cool. 55 to 61, 57 is diamond.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
God, please make it.
Oh, he's alert already.
Alert. I'm going to slow down. That's pretty far away to go alert.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Alarmed. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Gotta let him stalk in. This is no spotting outline attempt to get a diamond tiger. Of course that would happen today. Tuned in just in time, Jay? You did. Dude, he's gone. Like, with no spotting outline, I have no idea where he went.
I can't see it. I'm behind you, so that I'm not in your way or anything. I cannot see it.
I know he's gonna try to get around me. He's gonna be in this brush.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna come out of that brush somewhere.
I had a thing come up. There he is. God, that is so cool. I almost don't even want to just like shoot immediately, but I probably better try to get this shot when broadside. 0 for 75. I'm gonna let him come out of that stuff.
Where is he? Directly in front of you?
Yeah.
I can't even see him from over here.
Heart shot.
Eh,
That's crazy. I can't believe that. We've been live for 3
no
hours.
way.
Talking about everything from food to real life hunting ethics to everything else. All right.
God,
what do you think?
Huge from over here. Like the actual body size of him compared to you, that's massive. They're actually quite big, huh?
The model, there's that pose where they're like aggressive standing up in the lodge, the models are massive.
That is
I'm gonna
actually
say
really
58.12.
59.
Fingers crossed, don't troll me. I don't want trolled on this map again. Yes! 57.65.
Hell yeah.
304 kilo. That is so cool.
Well done, man. Congrats.
Thanks. Thank you. 1,000 scoring Bengal Tiger in the chat.
Look at that.
That was sweet. There's not a lot of max levels that make me yell like that, but that one, I've been hitting tigers, and I know you have too, pretty hard.
Yeah.
9s are hard to come by.
They are. They're like, again, I sound so preachy. I've seen so many comments with people saying trophy tigers clearly aren't that rare. And it's like, what people don't understand is by Friday, on Friday when embargo lifted, we had as creators 9 days of early access.
Yeah, a lot of hours did go into the videos that are out right now.
Yeah, for a lot of us, I mean, like I said, I was doing 12, 13 hours a day for those 9 days, literally from the moment we got the codes. I know other creators were doing similar amounts of time, and all of us, of course, are hunting tigers.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's the same as when, and I see it all the time, when any new map comes out, people are like, oh, the trophies for this species are so common. And it's like, well, if it's the featured species of the map, like saltwater crocodiles on Emerald Coast is a good example. And of course, day one, loads of people are posting diamonds, rares, even a couple of super rares, because everybody's hunting crocodiles.
And you figure thousands of maps that all have fresh spawns. Like, there's just going to be some good stuff that's showing up.
And fresh spawns. I mean, how many times have we seen them produce crazy stuff?
Of course. I think I missed Mr. Super Chat earlier, by the way, and then the tiger showed up, so thank you for that. I don't want to let that get too far away.
But yeah, it's probably going to be the same day one for Sundarpatan. Everybody that wants to hunt tigers, unless you're not you're one of the people that's like, I'm not going to hunt the tigers. If you're interested in the tigers, which are, I'd say most people, 99%, are going to tiger territory. They're going to tiger drink time.
It'll be one of the first things.
Yeah,
there will be super rare tigers killed within the first couple hours of the map's release. I guarantee it. And that's just what initial spawns are.
Yeah. And then everybody's like, oh, they're so common. And it's sad sometimes when you see that, and as a creator or whatever, and you see people say, oh, well, clearly your trophy, they're just uncommon, or they're clearly common trophies. It's like, you really don't appreciate the work that's gone behind this. There's a lot of hours and everything that goes into this. There's no way people could be putting out guides. There's no way people could be putting out content telling you where, when, the fur types for these animals, unless we've been out there hunting the heck out of them.
And as far as the initial spawn stuff goes, you almost got to give it a couple of weeks, and then you get a good grasp of how rare stuff is.
Yeah, because people can't play day one or can't play day two, can't play till the weekend if they've got school or work or whatever. And multiplayers, there's going to be multiplayers open, and there's going to be all kinds of crazy things that get found very quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if someone pulls a super rare snow leopard.
It's going to happen. It may not be day one because they are that elusive, but
day two, day three, probably.
Yeah.
Great one tar within a couple of days, probably.
I said that as well. By like 2 days after release, someone's gonna get one just by accident. It will, like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I've seen people kill.
Someone's dice roll works.
Yeah, someone kills one animal, it's respawns as a great one. And I don't want to like talk too much if you're wanting to go, because I know you said one more tiger.
Oh, you're good. I am gonna go jump back to the lodge before we end, so I have a little time here.
Okay. What I was going to say regarding the great ones before Flinter's super awesome tiger showed up is
I'm still shaking a little bit about that. I did not want to mess that up like the blue sheep yesterday.
I'm not surprised. I would have been too. Well done, again.
Thanks.
I'm like 100% convinced. I've not really got any question to it that a great one is a diamond spawn that re-rolls to a great one. So what I mean by that is, so say you kill, let's talk about it in terms of tar, seeing as they're the new one. So say you kill a level 4 max weight estimate tar. When you kill it, obviously there's the RNG that happens. There's the random, I describe it as a dice roll because that helps me visualize it. So you imagine someone throwing 2 dice. If it lands on all 6s on both dice, it will spawn as a level 5. I think what happens on species that have a great one, so, you know, red deer, whitetail, fallow, bears, etc., I feel like what happens is if you get a roll that is going to be a diamond, that there's a secondary roll.
Yes, that's exactly how I envision it too. Like a third, you said the 2 died, there's a third one.
Yeah, there's another roll.
And if
it gets the 6 again, boom, you have a great one. And that's why herd management works, right? And
that's the only explanation, really.
Yeah, and that is why some people use herd management and still go thousands of kills without a great one, because you have to still get that RNG. But if you're getting more rolls because you're getting more diamonds, you're getting more chances at a great one. So you've got a higher chance of having a way shorter grind. Because if you're killing 100 diamond fallow in 400 kills, I know that's an exaggeration, but you know, get my point.
Not a lot, but it is an exaggeration.
Yeah, you get my point. Then they're having way more chances at that. Doesn't guarantee that a great one's going to spawn, though. They might still need to do 10,000 kills and get all of those diamonds before they get lucky.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced of this for many reasons, like I said. So number one, if you mess up a great one, it becomes a gold. Doesn't become a diamond, it becomes a gold.
That's
number
a good place
two.
To start,
EW, way back in the day when Great Ones first released, said, and this is not a direct quote, but basically what they said, and I'm sure you'll remember this, Flinter, that a Great One is just an elevated form of a diamond.
I was going to type it here while you were saying, but I was too slow. Yeah, elevated diamond was the words I remembered.
Yeah, they literally said that. Third, Mr. Black. So if you were a one around when this happened, I'll explain what it was. When Revontuli came out and Great One Black Bears were released, there is a mission over on Leighton Lakes called Mr. Black. And at the end of that mission series, there is a level 9 black bear that spawns. Now, people very quickly realised that sometimes, if you were doing this mission, Mr. Black would spawn as a great one instead of a diamond. However, it was not every single time. People did rigorous testing into it, and it was like, okay, 25 diamonds and then 1 great one. Or 40, normal spawns and then a great one. Because you could refresh it by just exiting out of the map and coming back in. And people were, unfortunately, using that as an exploit in order to get Grey One Black Bears basically for free. And it's been fixed since, but, I mean, that tells you that there is something tied between diamonds and great ones. And that, combined with the other evidence we have, I mean, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. And it just explains everything for me. And that's why there are outliers as well, because not everybody, because of the roll system, it needing to get those right rolls for it to actually still become a great one. That's why herd management doesn't always get you a quick great one, but more times than not, it does, because you've got more chances by getting more rolls.
if you look over the long run, and typically people who are herd managing will do multiple Great One grinds. People who don't herd manage usually don't do the long term, but the herd management grinds where somebody kills 15 diamond fallow, when you average it out, it's way lower, and that makes perfect sense to me. Is that it's something to do with diamond spawns.
I mean, before I started herd management, when I was really, really actually against it, like I said earlier in stream, my mindset on things, and because of the way things have happened and stuff, I've adapted, I've overcome, and I've changed the way I approach things. I started using my version of herd management, which is just, a small one, don't shoot it. Like I said, level 1, won't shoot it for, like, moose. And just shoot the bigger males until all I've got is a small population of bigger males that I just keep shooting. The amount of great ones I've had, like, me and Flinter have talked about it, is there's people that are like, oh, it's clearly your RNG is just so good, and it's like, no, it's not. I had a Great One Moose grind that was, let's say, about 8,000 kills without herd management. Then the second one, where I started to implement herd management, was like 1,000 or so. And then by the third one, it was like 100, and then like less than 100 and less than 100. And I had it down to where I was getting them within like 40 kills. Like, just
your anecdotal experience between non-herd management and herd management grinding shows it works very well.
The more diamonds you get, the higher chance you've got of getting a great one. It's just, it's correlated. And like I said, people always come to me and then they say to me, Mel, that can't be true, because I know someone who's doing herd management and they're on a 10,000 kill fallow grind right now. It's like, they just haven't got that lucky spawn. Like, it's just not happened for them.
Well, the inverse is true too. You can find people who are not herd managing and killed 1 in 3 kills. Like, that does happen.
Exactly. It's, at the end of the day, there is still RNG. It is still RNG. But if you have more chances at getting something, it's like if you put in more right. Great way of explaining it. If you put more tickets in for the lottery, you've got a greater chance of winning.
Yeah, that pretty much.
Like,
that's a good analogy.
That's exactly it. And if I could, because like I said, I'm a science nerd. If I could, I would take everybody's collective data. Like, if you could collect it accurately without any misinformation or anything, and
miscounted kills,
if you could collect it all accurately from like within the game's database for every single Great One grind that's been done with herd management and without herd management, and plot it on a graph, the trend line would be so visible. Because almost in anything where there is a correlation, you'll see a trend line on a graph. There are almost always going to be outliers. Like, we were taught this when I did science. There's going to be the odd result of one that it's just unlucky, or it's gone wrong, or whatever. But there will always be outliers. But people wouldn't be getting great ones as quickly as they are if it didn't have some kind of effect. I mean, all you have to do is look at how it used to be versus how it's changed since herd management has become more of a normalized concept. And I'm not being anti it or pro it here. This is just like taking looking at it objectively. It's just how it is. And then the thing that changed my mind about it, obviously aside from Expansive Worlds and them having their stance that was made very clear on how they feel about certain things, was I had a discussion with someone that used herd management, and I said to them directly, I said, do you think, by shooting small animals, shooting myself in the foot? Because if there's a balancing system and I'm shooting small animals, that by leaving them could help produce bigger animals, help produce diamonds, therefore help maybe produce a great one. Like, am I actively sort of inhibiting myself, making it harder to achieve that goal? And they said yes. And looking at their results, it was kind of like, I can't do that. Again, I work on science, I work on facts and stuff. Why would I keep screwing myself over, sort of thing? And I remember I had that discussion with a lot of people because I talked about it plenty that I was very anti-herd management, and I'm happy to admit it. And do I wish that it wasn't a thing and like we could go back to when less was known? Yeah, I do. Like, I would, if I could teleport us back in terms of knowledge, I would do that. If we could have the game in today's state, but take away knowing what we know about spawns and stuff like that, I totally would. Totally. And 100%. But that's just not how it is.
Yeah, the mystery of the game, and Classic has this to a degree too, like the mystery of hunting games and how it works and stuff, it makes them feel so much more immersive and stuff. Wade Hunter's maybe even a good example, because once you learn like the good areas and stuff, all the immersion starts to go away, which sucks.
Yeah, which is why I can't play Way of the Hunter right now. I literally had someone comment on a couple of my videos related to Sundarpatan saying, can you please play some more Way of the Hunter? And it's just like, I've got nothing other than small game 5 stars and Black Wildebeest. There is like no 5 stars that I need. Like, and Black Wildebeest don't even have different size horns. They're like the chamois. There's like no difference between a 1 star and a 5 star. And it's the same with like fox and small game. They look the exact same. And they don't even have rares. Like the thing with Call of the Wild, there's every species pretty much has like rare variations. So you can be looking for a trophy size animal like a diamond, but you can also find rares and stuff along the way, and there's that added chance of variation. But Way of the Hunter, it's like every single fox looks the same. There's no fur variation, there's no size variation, there's nothing. So I've got no drive to chase them.
That's what hurts it. You can get, you get a couple of 5 stars and stuff, and like maybe all the different racks, and then you're like, kind of seen them now.
Yeah, it's like a
Not that I don't like the game, but
no, I like the game, but it's like Alaskan Moose. They've got 2 racks. Red Deer or Matariki have 1 rack that has a very slight variation between a big 5 star and a small 5 star. Like, I've got 20 plus 5-star Red Deer from Matariki, and that was from early access. Because as soon as I found the good spots, I found the good spots. That's the only place
worth going, yeah.
I spent literally like 3 days of early access on Matariki, managing what I thought was a good Red Deer spot. But I knew
in the north.
Yeah, you know exactly. Yeah, northwest. I thought it was a good spot because I found 2 4-stars there, so I started managing my herds. But I noticed that almost the entire population had wonky antlers, which in Way of the Hunter, for most things, wonky antlers or horns, so one side being completely different to the other, is a sign of poor genetics, and basically you should shoot them. And I was shooting just so many red deer, so many red deer, and no 5-stars ever showed up in all the time I was putting in. And I was like, damn, all these things keep getting to 4 stars, and then suddenly they're uneven, and then they die, and nothing I'm doing is changing that. And I then went and further explored the map as I was looking for a different species, and found 3 herds of red deer. Yeah, the creek. 3 herds of red deer that had 8 4-stars. 8 of them. In, like, just there. 8 of them.
And, like, that experience, when you're exploring and you find that spot, that's the fun of it. But once you have the spot, then it's like...
It's just farming.
I guess I'll go back there again, because what else am I going to do?
And it's farming... It's just farming. It's not hunting, really. It's just farming them.
Yeah.
And there's no variation.
You can argue, I guess, grinding and stuff is farming in a way, but...
But at least there's variation. Like...
Yeah, true.
Even with the diamond tower I've got so far, because I've had 5 or 6 diamond tower.
Good lord, really?
Yeah. And a couple of rares. I had 3 in one day. 2 of them, I think, were initials that I found.
Jeez.
Yeah, I've hunted Tara a lot. I've been putting in the time with these animals to learn about them before I go and tell people, what I tell people, and like, oh, this is common or this is uncommon or whatever. And
dark hazelgrass.
Dark hazelgrass. But I found that even the level 5s I was getting, because I've had a few trolls as well, they all have slightly different horns. And I know that there's rares. I know that there's white as a rare because I got one. I know that red is at least a rare fur variant for females because I got one. Yeah. Nice. We know albino is a thing because we saw them on stream, and possibly that black fur type. I've not seen one of those, so if they do exist in game and not just through the dev controls, then they must be a rare. And
true, yeah.
So even if I'm grinding, even if I'm using herd management and grinding, there's that difference. I could get an uncommon diamond, I could get a light brown or a straw. So, you know, there's a lot of like potential things that could happen. Whereas where the hunter is, unless they have a rare, which the animals that do only have one rare fur variety and one common. That is it. Apart from like the goats and the feral pigs on Matariki. That's it. They have a couple, but that's it. And I think there's melanistic mule deer, caribou, Alaskan moose, fallow deer.
Yep.
Is that it?
For mellas, I think.
Albino, there's whitetail, chamois. Oh, no, there's melanistic roe deer.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Albino red deer only on Transylvania. They said there would be albino red deer on Matariki.
Yeah, they still aren't, right?
One. Yeah, no, not a single one has been shot. Not a single one. Because that was my plan, was to, once I found that spot, I was like, okay, if this is just going to be the red deer spot, I'll try and get a super rare red deer. I couldn't do it because no albinos ever showed up.
I'm going to jump back to the lodge here, but you can continue there. A couple people were asking if we got anything good. We're throwing a diamond tiger in the lodge.
A very cool diamond tiger.
Yeah, he's going to be
just a diamond tiger, you know.
Yet.
Yeah, you get one. You get a super
I'm
rare.
gonna have to get after it.
You are. But yeah, there's like a few albinos, and that's it. And that's it. And once you've got one or two of them, and they're not even that rare. Like they said with Matariki, they were going to make everything much rarer. Well, in early access, I killed 3 or 4 albino chamois, couple of melanistic fallow, a couple of albino whitetail. Like I killed way more rares. I killed way more rares, I think, in the time span. You know, if like you can compare them in early access for Matariki compared to early access for Sundarpatan. Like in terms of like if you compared the time.
Yeah.
So it's just like you need that variation and that chance of potentially coming across something really cool and different.
Right.
Otherwise it's boring.
Ultimately that's what does make even grinding in Call of the Wild more interesting.
Yeah, it does. That's the thing for me. Is I know I'm rolling dice. Like that is my whole analogy for it. Is I'm rolling dice, whether it's on super rares, because it's the same thing. You're hoping that it lands on the roll for a rare fur and the roll for it being a diamond at the same time, right? It's the same idea. You're rolling dice.
True, yeah.
And it's like maybe today I get that dice roll. Maybe today. And it's happened a couple of times, and then you get that adrenaline, and it's like addictive.
Does Flinter get to keep this time? Yeah, we get to keep the early access stuff, which is good.
No, not allowed. I'm going to remove it.
You know what? This is dumb, and I know they have them. This is the first time I've seen the white spots on the back of their ears, when they're drinking, they have their ears down or feeding. Yeah. A predator thinks it's looking at them, or I don't know what the heck would kill a tiger, but those are fake eyes, basically. This is the first time I've noticed it. Yeah. Same apparently, but. Yeah, that's probably going to be tomorrow's second video is Barasinga hunting, because that is awesome.
That is very cool.
I'd like to just keep on hunting them. When did you kill the diamond tiger? What, not 20 minutes ago? It was like 3 hours and 1 minute into the stream. So 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, not long ago.
And yeah, if not for Father's Day festivities and all that, we'd probably just keep on rolling, but I do think we're going to have to wrap up. So I'll say it again, you guys can click on Mel's, so there's the @Mel's Gaming thing in the title. You can click on that. You can go straight to her channel from that. That's a hyperlink. Go and check it out. You have some guides out, right? Or are you working on some guides still?
Literally, I'm putting out guides for every species every day. I've got 1 more to put out today and 3 more to put out tomorrow, and then that's all of them. They're little species videos with like any trophies I got, and then like I show where they are on the map, all of the times for all of the need zones that I found, everything.
So you guys can go and check that out. I might have a tiger guide out, but as far as guides are going, there's a lot to learn about these things. So we are, unfortunately, home. We're going to end now. I got to wrap up a thumbnail for a second video here that's coming out in a couple hours, and then water the garden and get up to my parents for Father's Day stuff. So I think on that note, thanks to Mel for joining. Thanks for helping me get a diamond tiger.
Oh, thank you for having me, and I hope I haven't been too talkative.
No, you've been good.
Thank you, bro.
Of course, and thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support, and I will see you in hopefully that later video today. Bye.
Bye.